Hello everyone, it's Irene in here. So today I'm bringing you another demo of an Otome game. But first things first, and I kind of want to apologize for taking out the videos from yesterday. But after thinking for quite a while, I started realizing that, I don't want to be grumpy and grouchy on the channel, all the time. And it's kind of okay to be just a tiny bit when it starts reaching another type of level. I'm not going to put the videos on the channel, because it starts messing with my mind, honestly. Like, there are games, there are demos that I might stream, but I'm not going to put on YouTube because, they are going to become like a stain, you understand? Because I'm going to be very grumpy about it. It's just this is like when you have like a political view of a thing, and other people might have like a different type of view, but you still stick to what you believe. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And I need to talk about this. I'm sorry, I'm going to bring this one to us, but I need to talk about this. Which is, there is this thing lurking into the Western visual novels, which is categorizing games that aren't that real thing as if it were, because you can get another type of audience in there. Okay, and maybe the companies, the developers, even like the publishers in itself, because it's the publishers that put games out there, they do not actually know, they are not into which category actually means. Okay, and it really hurts me. It hurts me that we are having more and more so-called visual novels in the Western, that especially Otome games that are not. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, they are just trying to grab audience. But in terms of real category, what defines it, they are not that. Okay? I'm not even going into the extreme, because there were, I think some years ago or something, it was recent, like some guys were really going against the VNDB, because there was like a ton of games that were getting categorized as visual novels, and they were not visual novels because they had another type of gameplay in it. Yeah, they did had some elements of the visual novels, but they could not be categorized as that because their main gameplay was another type of gameplay and not a visual novel one. I'm not going into that extreme, okay? I'm not. What I'm talking about in here is that the genre in itself became alive in Japan. Okay, they call it what was the name they used to call it? Bijura game, something like that, which actually meant a visual novel. And it started in the 90s, okay? And the idea The idea of a visual novel is that you have like a text box, and it's supposed to be composed of a text that immerses you into the character. It is narrative driven, but it is in a way that it is very immersive. Like, imagine you are hearing the protagonist's thoughts, how he or she feels, or they, whatever, how they feel about it, okay, about the situations. You do have some descriptions in there. You do have, especially when you have like more action driven situations, but it's mostly made of interactions equal dialogues. Okay, I mean, if you do not even know a lot of Japanese visual novels, although you probably already played some type of it, you know, the Japanese ones, I'm not talking about the Western ones, whether it was an Otome game, whether it was like a boys love game, or even like Doki Doki literature, yeah, Doki Doki literature, you like, I think most people already play that one. You probably already noticed how the script of those games go. Okay, it's mostly made of dialogue heavy, okay, interaction, dialogue, how the person, like the MC, the protagonist, is feeling about it, you know, like the situations, what should he or her or they do. Okay, this is how you compose a visual novel. And what we are having heavily in the Western, I would not categorize it as a visual novel, although the name kind of puts you in there, okay? Because what it means for its origin as like a pure visual novel, it is not the same as a lot of what the developers in the Western are bringing to us, which is a heavy, narrative-driven kind of book like VNs. Okay, it's absolutely not the same. And or we find another category to actually put those in there, or it just doesn't make sense. And much less call them otomes. Okay, much less put that type of category in there. Because an otome game really needs to have romance build-up. Okay? It's more driven by the romance build-up than actually just like telling a freaking story in there. Okay? In those, what you need to do is categorize them as romantic. Okay? Yes, they have romance. They are narrative driven, they have romance, they are story heavy, you know, like you have a ton of other categories to put in there. Please do not put them as otoges, which is like the short version for otome games. Do not put them in there, okay? And you are seeing me like this. I'm going to tell you the whole story, because yesterday I wasted 3 hours of my day bringing you a demo of a game called, you can search it, I don't care, from Nifty Studios, called Royal Order. And I actually played one other game from them that was from 2020, I think, which was narrative driven, but it was kind of okay. It was kind of okay. They also had like they have a free game one that I actually kind of like it too. They are kind of okay. But this Royal Order one, let me tell you, I passed 3 hours with it. And during the demo, the 3 hours that I passed, I didn't finish the demo. But during the 3 hours that I passed in the demo, I only met one of the love interests. Because it was so much filled with freaking narrative that didn't even interest it for nothing at all. It had been resumed to half an hour, and we were like, and the hills are alive, and the someone had like these eyes like these, and there was a balcony in there, and okay, like, people, please, honestly, let me tell you this: stop categorizing whole books. You want to sell a freaking book, just go sell it. Stop freaking categorizing this type of visual novels as they are not visual novels, as visual novels. This type of games, that's what I mean, sorry. This type of games as visual novels. Yes, they are narrative driven, but they are made in a different way. And the best way for me to tell you, to make like comparison, okay, is just like get the Doki Doki literature and compare it to, for instance, this one, the Royal Order, and you'll see it. Because the person had golden hair and like, there's no immersive kind of thing in there. You are reading a freaking book in there. Do you understand what I'm trying to say in here? I mean, we need to stop with this. It's not that you do not, I'm not saying this like saying like get out of it. That's not what I'm trying to say. Is you need to start categorizing these type of games as another thing. You cannot categorize them in the same way because their origin, it's not compatible with what you are actually bringing. Yes, they are visual. Yes, they are kind of like a novel. I'm not putting it, okay, you want to put it as a visual novel, okay. Do not put them as Otome games. Honestly, do not, because they are not like that. There was no way that I could even immerse myself as a main character in there. Just no freaking way. Okay, it was just so much like, and the description of this, and the other person did that, and they suddenly they look at me like that, and it's like, God. Honestly, I need to talk about this. I think this is like a very important thing, and I'm feeling, because I play a lot of Japanese games, and I play Western games, like in terms of the visual novel category. And let me tell you, we need to find another definition for ours, because you put ours and theirs aside, and they are not the same thing. Okay, they are absolutely not the same thing. And I'm not talking about culture, I'm talking about the structure in itself, which is, in one I'm reading a book, on the other I am actually reading a visual novel, a visual novel. Like, the visuals are giving me the interpretation of the thing. I do not need like a narrative like in a book to actually tell me that there is like a guy with blue eyes and golden hair when I'm actually seeing it in front of me. Do you understand what I'm trying to say in here? Yes. I'm not saying that there isn't an audience. I'm not saying that they aren't good in what they do. What I'm trying to say in here is we need to find another category to define these book-driven games. Okay, because there are people that come in here and they are searching for that type of game. And there are people like me that I just start playing those and I'm like, I want to kill someone. Honestly, I feel like I want to kill someone. Yeah, not joking. Because it's like, you know, when you like, you ask for your ice cream to be vanilla and suddenly you look at it, you think it's vanilla and suddenly you put like the taste in your mouth and it tastes like mint. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? It's like, you feel like you got deceived. That's it. It's like you got deceived about the thing. So, yeah. And I'm tired. I already brought, I brought maybe 2 other games that were very, very narrative driven. And that does not mean that I'm not going to bring others. But for instance, I brought them because I knew they were going to be like that, and I brought them because I wanted. I mean, I wouldn't talk so much about the last one, yeah. But for instance, you had like the Taldrum one. Yes, I knew it was going to be narrative driven, and I was like, sure, I'm going to bring it anyway. The other one that I brought a few days ago, I did not knew it was going to be narrative driven, but I was like, sure, let's skip it anyway. Now, I reached the third one and I'm like, man, and especially 3 hours to meet just one love interest. I'm like, no, dude, this, and just like talking of stuff that wouldn't even freaking matter. I'm like, you know, I cannot continue to be bringing or streaming this kind of thing. This is another thing in itself. You know, it's another, this is not right now. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to bring like some kind of those types along the way. But right now that I'm trying to focus on the Otome ones, okay? No. I mean, do not categorize things in the wrong way. They have romance, sure. They have narrative driven story, sure. And do not put things where they do not actually belong. Okay? Let's pass this, okay? It's just I need to get this out of my chest because this really hurts me. It hurts me. Especially because I lost 3 hours yesterday with it. Basically wasted 3 hours with it. So whatever. Today, we are going to bring a game from Elspeth Games developer and published by Paper Trail Studios. I do not think this is, it's not. This is not completely out yet. It's still in development. So what we have right now is just a demo. And this one, kind of like contrary to most of the games I've been bringing you, this one is like a real Otome game in the meaning of you cannot choose to be like a he, they, and you only date guys in here, okay? So this is like a pure Otome game. And the name is kind of like, I don't know, probably made to be funny because it has like mess, you know, Jest, MESSters. So there's like another meaning in there. I do suppose this is one of those games that are meant to be funny. And the story goes like, What if you are cursed to make others laugh? The Jester is an entity who grants children happiness, but he was just another persona of myth. Until one day, he appears on your windowsill and bestows his powers upon you. Now you are stuck with a pun curse and sadly 0 friends who share your sense of humor. A few years later, you are transferred to the prestigious Marney High, where you meet a bunch of quirky classmates, some who might be just as weird as you. But be careful who you trust. As sinister plots start to unravel around you, you find yourself tangled in a web of secrets and schemes, and maybe your curse is the key to solve them all. And we have I think it's 4 love interests, maybe? I think there are 4 love interests. The settings, I'd like just this. Don't have much more. It's probably made in Rampy. They do have inventory, because I think this one has point and click too. I'm not sure though. Name? Okay, we can change, but it's fine. Your name is Nime, is that correct? Okay. Okay, you do have a pattern in the background. Once upon a time, there lived an entity known as the Jester. Can I use the enter key? Yes, I can. The Jester is the embodiment of joy, and his job is to spread happiness to children all around the world. Legend has it, if the Jester visits you, you are granted the power to make people smile. I thought it was just a story, until one night, the man, the myth, the legend himself, showed up on my windowsill. Good evening, Nime. No way, that purple cloak, that weird mask. Could you be the Jester? I see my reputation precedes me. That's right, I am the Jester, spreader of smiles, destroyer of gloom. I can't believe it, I thought you were just a fairy tale. Fairy tale characters don't materialize in your room out of thin air, you know? Why are you here? Don't tell me you... That's right. I've been watching you, Nime, all those times you pinned to smile and to make others smile. So chin up, I'm here to make your wishes come true. I will now bestow you the power to make others laugh. Do you think it can help me make more friends? I don't have many friends. Of course, but there's a price to pay for that. What is it? You'll just have to trade the sadness of the past for the happiness of the present. I don't get what that means, but okay. Alright then, now give me a spin. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, with the Jester's blessing, my life changed forever. Sort of. I mean, people laughed alright, just not the reasons I hoped for. They didn't laugh because of me, they laughed at me. Turns out the power to make people smile comes with its own kind of curse. And when the Jester said, I'll be trading the past, I didn't know he meant it literally. Now I have an endless supply of dead jokes and the memory of a dying goldfish. The Jester probably forgot to update his humor repository before handing over his powers to me. Does this gift come with a refund? Chapter 1, Common. A few years later. Mrs. Markdown. Now let's see who's lucky enough to solve the question on the board. Sorry, I'm late. Great going me. I can't believe I remembered to set my alarm clock but forgot to place the batteries. It's only your first day of school and you already have the audacity to be late. I see I found my new favorite student. Ew. I'm so screwed for the rest of my school year. So, Miss Nime, why don't you come up to the board and solve this question? My stomach churned with an anxiety. I didn't expect to be called out like this on the first day of class in my new school. I could hear my new classmates whispering among themselves, probably gossiping about how lame I was. Okay, deep breaths. Name, this question looks easy. I should have learned this already. I forced myself to stand in front of the blackboard and held the chalk in my shaky, sweaty palms. As I did, I swore I heard muffled giggles from my classmates. I don't like this. I feel queasy. As I stood with the chalk in my hand, the question in front of me suddenly began to blur with the arrival of a nauseating headache. Ugh. I feel like vomiting. I could feel everyone's eyes on me. The thought of everyone's attention on me somehow made me feel sick. What's taking her so long? Maybe it's too hard for her. But that question is so... Quiet. Deep breaths, Naim. Deep breaths. You got this. But the panic grew worse, muddling all the memories I have of mathematics. How do I simplify this equation again? It should be simple, but this is bad. I'm blanking out. Enough. You are wasting everyone's time, Miss Latecomer. If you can't solve it, then say you can't and return to your seat. I'm sorry. I was about to place the chalk back down, but someone swiped it off my hand instead. The student began to solve the problem on the blackboard, finally arriving at the final answer in a couple of seconds. As expected of a scholar. Good job, Rico. That is indeed the correct answer. Thanks. He suddenly shot me a glare. I don't accept things from someone who can solve basic algebra. What? The guy returned to his seat without batting an eye. Now hold on, you little... Rico, Naim, that's enough. Return to your seats. I quietly returned to my seat, wishing I could just dig a hole, bury myself, and disappear from the face of Earth. That little punk. What does he mean by not accepting things from the people like me? I bet he has 0 friends with that attitude. The scholar boy is at it again. Can't blame her when everyone gets on his nerves. Scholars are really a different breed. It's lunchtime. Normally, I'll be happy, but not when I'm in a completely unfamiliar place with unfamiliar people. Well, for starters, let's see what the canteen has. Wow, the canteen is packed and there are a variety of stalls. After scanning through all the stalls, I decided that the queue for the stall was the least crowded. Italian, for some reason. You have like different stalls in there. Like in here, it's kind of like you only have one thing and that's it. Unless you want to like just go out and eat outside, of like school grounds. I ordered, okay, bolognese, carbonara, a pesto. I love pesto. 1 pesto spaghetti, please. It smells and looks good. I can't wait to try. Someone suddenly bumped into me, causing my pasta to fly and stain another student's pristine white shirt. Oh no, I want my pesto. I'm sorry. It was an accident, I swear. Someone bumped into me and I turned to catch the perpetrator, but they were out of sight. Anyway, I'm really sorry. Hey, it's alright. I know it was an accident. And accidents happen all the time. But your shirt. No worries, I can get a spare one from the nurse's office. But that's gonna leave a stain. Please take it off and I'll wash it for you. I appreciate the gesture, but really, it's not a big deal. It's a big deal, so please take off your shirt and give it to me. Oh my god, it seems like something else. Oh. Well, okay, if that's what you're into. No, that's not what I meant. I didn't realize I shouted that loud. Now everyone in the canteen is looking my way. I actually would love to bring you like a more emphasized type of narration, reading. It's just that it's 7 a.m. in here and I cannot be doing it in the best way that I actually could do it, So yeah, I need to be a bit more... don't mind me, nothing to see here. Sorry, that came out wrong. I apologize too, I was just teasing you. Nix, what's going on? Oh, it's nothing, just a little accident. And she is... I don't think I caught your name. I'm Name. Nice to meet you. And you are? Phoenix, you can call me Nix. This is... I'm Maya, the student council president. Nice to meet you, Name. The student council president? That's so cool. Oh yeah, I guess she has the band and all. I don't think I've seen you before. Are you a new student? Yeah, it's my first day here. Well, don't be a stranger. Let me know if you need any assistance. The student council's doors are always open for you. Thanks, Maya. Maya, our table is over here. Our friends are calling. Let's get going, Nix. Hope to see you soon, Name. See ya, Maya and Nix. Now, where should I eat? Hey, who's that girl who talked to Nix? I don't know, I heard she wanted to take off his clothes. She kind of wanted. Ew, she seems like a total creep. Hey, I can hear you, and that's a total misunderstanding. With everyone's eyes on me, I don't think I want to stay in the canteen anymore. Where should I eat lunch? Eat in class. In here, you are absolutely not allowed to eat in class. No way. You are going to eat inside the classroom. Yeah, nope. Eat in the canteen anyway. Honestly, I'm going to tell you something. Like, I do understand that people going to an extreme of going to eat in the restrooms. But I would take it as more of an extreme kind of thing. Imagine like you are really passing by some kind of trauma of bullying or something like that, like something very extreme. Because I think it's kind of like, I don't know, kind of like screw up that you are eating in the restroom, So I'm like, I can't take it when I feel like, okay, you are really passing by something really bad, and I can understand that. Otherwise, it's like, oh my god, like, why are you just eating in there, It's just, no, I don't want that. I'm going to eat in here anyway. I'm going to act as I actually act, which is like not being a coward and just face it. That's right, there is no giving in to fear. It would be the best to clear up any misunderstandings quickly. I placed my tray and sat smack dab in front of the girl who said I was a total creep. It's fine. They were just like commenting, whatever, girl. Just, just get over it. Okay, it's fine. Let them talk. Ignore them. Hi, I'm Name. Nice to meet you. I heard you were talking about me. No, we weren't. Oh no, there is no need to be shy. I'm sure we'll be good friends. Hey, this girl is nuts. Let's leave. I just wanted to clear up the misunderstanding. What happened was that someone bumped into me, causing my food to spill over to that guy I had no intentions to. They are gone. The two students in front of me quickly skedaddle, leaving me alone. This is such an such an American kind of thing, the skedaddle. Well, it can't be helped. It's more space for me, I guess. I felt people's eyes staring right at me. Somehow this made my stomach nauseous. I know this feeling, this gnawing anxiety. I don't feel like eating anymore. After a depressing lunch, I returned to my seat and prayed that the day would end faster. Seems like everyone's getting along just fine. They look like they already have their friend groups. Yeah, my dad has like 5 Ferraris and our backyard is literally a golf course. Awesome! Can I visit your mansion sometime? You can also come to mine. My family owns a polo club. You do not want to be friends with like people like that. Man, I don't. Sorry, maybe you do like that kind of thing. I don't. I'm just like, I could never fit. And at the other end of the spectrum, perhaps if you used quaternions instead of matrices, you'll reach the same derivation as mine. I think Euler angles would suffice for this transformation. You want to avoid the complications that come with complex numbers. I didn't pursue math. I don't have math since when? Let me think. Elementary? Yeah, because when I went to high school, I already chose like a path that it was without math. I mean, we had some math in terms of probabilities and stuff like that, but it was more into administration, social studies, stuff like that. We did not have math, so I was never good with math. And even nowadays, like, people talk about these things and I'm like, in certain equations and all, and I'm like, I have no freaking idea what they are talking about. Yeah, nope. Yeah, but there's always the problem with gym ball locks. Yeah, somehow I don't think I would fit in. I wouldn't fit in either. Still, it doesn't hurt to try introducing myself. Right on cue, there was a girl walking my way. This is the perfect chance. I'll just greet her first. Hi, I'm Name. I'm a new student here and... Oh, hi, I'm kind of in a hurry here. Can you help me deliver these to the staff room? Oh, sure. She abruptly handed me a stack of files. Sorry about this. Your classroom's homeroom teacher is supposed to do this, but he'll only be coming tomorrow. That's right. That's all right. Thanks a lot. Wait, where's the staff? And she left just as quickly as she arrived. Well, I guess I'll deliver this to the staff room first. Hopefully I'll make it before lunch break ends. Oh dear, I'm lost. Where's the staff room? I was about to ask someone for directions, but the school bell suddenly rung, indicating the end of lunch break. All students instantly evacuated, leaving the hallways empty. I considered returning to class, but this document seemed important. I'm pretty sure I'll encounter the staff room soon enough. Oh no, I'm really lost this time. Which part of the school is this? Wait, there seems to be someone around that corner. I should go and ask them for directions. Excuse me? Do you know the way to the... Four students, all of them crouched in haphazard uniforms and funky hairstyles, glared at me with intimidating eyes. In their mouths were cigarettes, and they scrambled to hide them before they realized it was just me. Wrong person, sorry. I turned to leave, but one of them blocked my way out. Hold it right there. Can I help you with something? Please, this day can't get any worse. You saw it, didn't you? Saw? Saw what? Don't play dumb with us. I saw nothing, I swear. He pushed the cigarette butt on my shoulder, leaving a black mark on my school uniform. Great. Ow! What's your name and which class are you from? Why should I tell you? My, acting tough, are we? The other delinquent abruptly took my ID card out of my pocket. Hey! Name from class 11D, huh? Swear that you won't tell anyone about this, or else you'll suffer the consequences. What should I do? Nod and complies. Freaking fight back. Ow! What was... It all happened in a blink of an eye. The delinquent who had me cornered was suddenly thrown backwards, causing him to stumble and lie face flat on the ground. Who are... The newcomer's first knocked the words right out of his mouth. Ouch! That looks like it hurts. Without warning, the blue-haired stranger grabbed my hand and pulled me away. Follow me. Hey, come back here. We should be safe here. Here you go. My ID card. Thank you. I thought I was done for. You seem to be new here, so let me give you some advice. Stay away from that area. Does the school know about them? Perhaps they do, but sometimes they choose to turn a blind eye. Yeah. Sometimes you do have that because, like, the parents hold some kind of prestige and all of it, you know. So yeah. Look, best avoid them if you want to stay out of trouble. I trust you are smart enough to know what's best for you. See, like, we are doing this, and you totally notice how this game is fluid. And this is what I was talking about in terms of, like, the other ones that you're like, and then I reached it there, and there were like those guys, and they were smoking, and they were etc, etc. Okay? You're like, this is what you want from an Otome and a visual novel. You have a lot more immersive interactions going on in here, especially like mostly dialogues, than just because I need to describe every little thing. And there was like a bench and a garden behind with little flowers and some trees in there too, and we kind of seated near each other, but we didn't want it to actually sit. And do you understand what I'm like? You do not need that. You want to do that. you write a book. Okay? Books do sell too. Okay? It's a thing too. Like, this. It was kind of cool that this one was like this. This is what I was telling you about. This is the real thing, okay? Not the other. Well then, wait, where are you going? To teach them another lesson. The only thing I could do was stare at the stranger running to the place where we just came from. Judging from his demeanor and that bandage on his cheek, could he be a delinquent as well? Wait, no, what am I saying? He saved me. There's no way he could be one of the bad guys, right? I think the text box is good. The font is good too. The size is good too. Yeah, the pattern on the background is the only thing that it can mess a bit with the reading. It's just that. Because remember that I told you that for digital content it's better if you have a font that does not have serif. Yeah, see, like this one doesn't have. It's a lot easier for the eye to read when it's like in a digital format. I forgot to ask him where the staff room is, and it also, because it has like a round, it's like kind of a round type of curvy, kind of like curvy type of font. I bet like dyslexic people are also going to feel really okay with this type of font. So it serves both worlds. Do you understand? And I didn't even get his name. Regardless of who he is, I need to thank him properly when I see him again. After a few more minutes of looking around, I finally found the staff room and delivered the file safely. The entire ordeal made me arrive late to class, which gave me yet another scolding from another teacher. Man, what a day. Dear Diary, like, writing on diaries was kind of like a thing from my age. I kind of wonder if like kids, and I mean more like teenagers, okay, if teenagers nowadays still write diaries, I do not know. Today was such an hectic first day of school. I started the day unable to solve a simple math problem and was ridiculed by that short smarty pants scholar guy. Rico was his name, I think. Then I clumsily spilled my food in the canteen on someone named Nix. Well, at least I met Maya, the student council president, who seemed like a nice person. Well, sometimes they seem like nice, and then you kind of see other faces. But I do not know. I'm saying this, but I do not know. Then when I thought the day couldn't get any worse, I got lost and was cornered by a bunch of bullies. Luckily, I was saved by a blue-haired dude. That reminds me, I should thank him and ask for his name next time I see him. If he wasn't there, I would have been... I shuddered at the thought. Well, at least the first day of school is over. I shut my diary and crawled into my bed. I glanced at the empty bed beside me. Other boarders are usually assigned a roommate, but strangely, I don't have one. Maybe nobody wants to share a room with me. It's all your fault, Jester. Not gonna lie, my life started to go down the drain ever since I was blessed by him. Make others happy, my ass. I pinched my cheeks in an attempt to shake off all my negative thoughts. No, I can't lose hope. Tomorrow is going to be a better day, I'm sure of it. Sorry. Chapter 2, common route, I suppose. Bag check, book check, stationery check, dignity 0 check. Now I'm ready for the day. I made my way to the dorm's cafeteria and lined up for breakfast. Barley congee, a Barley Island classic. They served it yesterday too. I wonder if this will be a regular breakfast. Oh, that's... In front of a few people ahead of me stood a familiar student whose height was shorter than that of his fellow peers. It's Rico, that jerk from the other day. He was looking around warily, as if he was checking if nobody was looking at him. I was kind of like reminding something like, I dated shorter guys, and I honestly like, I'm short. I am really short. 1.5. You would probably say 5 feet. Yeah, I am 5 feet. I am very short. Even though I dated, I think it was a guy. Yeah, it was. I dated a guy that he was like, I don't know, just a tiny bit, higher than me, and I really do prefer taller guys. I think it's a thing of like you being able to lean your head in their chest. Do you understand? It's like, it's different. You cannot lean your head in the guy's chest when you are kind of like the same height. Do you understand? Like, so it's like so yeah, I mean, it has nothing to do, because imagine you might meet like met a person that is like short and, you know, be the guy of your life. It's just that we kind of do have preferences, you know. And I do prefer guys that are taller, okay? But I am very short, so it's usually easy because I'm very short. Suspicious. I continue to keep my eyes on him, using the person in front of me as a cover. Next, I saw the unthinkable. He took not only 1, but 2 cartons of milk. Marney High top scholar resorting to stealing milk? This would surely be a hot headline for the latest gossip. I was shocked, bamboozled, confused even. So much that I didn't notice Rico locking eyes with mine. Oh no. Cheeks flushing red, he marched his way towards me. You saw it, didn't you? Well, that's... I think he's drinking milk because he wants to get taller. I bet he's that. He's making like that kind of correlation, you know? You saw it, didn't you? Yeah, but it's all right. Everyone needs an extra dose of calcium to grow taller, especially with your height. Oh my God, why you? Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to insult you like that. We need to talk. Now. That's it. I'm done for. I would love to give the proper emphasis to all of these dialogues, but yeah, I cannot. After taking a bowl of congee and a carton of milk, I made my way to where Rico was sitting. So Mr. Scholar is finally caught red-handed, committing an atrocious deed indeed. The canteen doesn't technically have a rule that says strictly 1 carton of milk per student. Well, yeah, but I mean, it's kind of a taken thing, you know. But it does have a verbal rule that implies it. What's wrong with liking milk? I guess that explains your name. Rico. That doesn't even make sense. Cows don't drink milk. Oops, you're right. So you are immune to jokes and you always make a comeback. Is that because you ricochet? Ricochet. Okay. Rico looked like he was struggling between strangling me or strangling himself. Damn, you're like a different species altogether. Which planet do you come from? The pun planet? You missed the chance to say the punimal planet. Kill me now. Oh no. Now he looks like he's about to strangle me, then strangle himself. What's wrong with you? I think she's kind of like that because she has like that whatever curse from the Jester. Sorry, I was going to say Jest Master. Because she has like that thing from the Jester. Anyway, don't worry about it. I'm not a snitch. I won't tell anyone, promise. I mean, it's not like you murdered someone or something. In fact, I also agree that the dorm is too strict with the rules. I mean, not everyone takes a carton of milk anyway, and we are all growing. We need more vitamins and minerals. Gee, thanks for your support. But yeah, I'll appreciate it if you don't tell people about it. People can take the smallest mistakes and turn it into a huge issue, especially when you're under an academic scholarship. Well, this is a reality. Okay. Oh, right. Being a scholar must be tough. Rest assured, I won't tell anyone about it. I'll take your secret to the grave. Thanks. I would also like to apologize about yesterday. Yesterday. You know, when I got slightly irritated at you after Miss Markdown called you out. Oh, that. I guess you could say I was on edge on my first day of school. I didn't mean what I said, really. Sometimes I unintentionally act prickly when I'm feeling anxious. He's probably assumed that that's why he's kind of feeling like that. So I'm sorry. Oh, it's his first day of school too? Then I should show no mercy. Let's do it, just for the laugh. Not gonna lie, I don't like the way you called me out in front of the entire class like that. I would actually forgive him. I just wanted to see what she would say. Please don't do that again, otherwise I'll have to punish you with more puns. Ugh. Anyway, I meant to apologize to you at class today, but it's a surprise to know that you live in the dorm too. A pleasant surprise? I don't know if you want to hear my honest answer to that. Ouch. Are we the only boarders from Marney High? So far, you are the only one I know. I'm supposed to have a roommate, but looks like he hasn't checked in. Oh, it's the same situation. Oh, we are on the same boat then. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to have a roommate, but there's no sign of her. Well, let's just hope that my roommate isn't as weird as you are. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Just because I'm mean average doesn't mean you can be mean. Goodbye. He collected his tray and left. Rico, wait for me. And what do you call a vegetable that calls you? No, stop, please, stop. A bro calling. Okay, broccoli bro calling, so funny. Okay, now get lost. I knew you'll find it funny. I have another pun. Hey, look, a UFO. What? Where? I turned around to the direction Raiko pointed towards and squinted at the blindingly blue sky, but saw no traces of a flying extraterrestrial plate. Ah, guess I missed it. Say, Rico, do you believe that aliens exist? Imagine if an alien happened to appear on your balcony one night. Wouldn't that be crazy? Rico. No way, he laughed. Oh no, I'm late. It's a minute left to homeroom. I dashed towards the classroom but failed to see someone doing the same thing as I did. Ow! I hit someone hard and staggered back, almost tumbling over if he didn't grab my wrist in time. Sorry, I didn't see you there. I'm sorry too, I hope you're okay. Excuse me, I'm late. Wait, isn't that... Name? Ah, made it in time. I can't believe Rico left me alone just like that. I glared daggers at Rico, but he simply ignored me. Good morning, class. Pardon me for missing yesterday's class. Oh, is that our homeroom teacher? I can't believe he missed class yesterday and got me into the entire delinquent ordeal. Anyway, you can call me Mr. Ashtray. What? Okay, Mr. Ashtray, I will be your homeroom teacher this year. Mr. Ashtray? I suddenly thought of a pun. That idiot. Name, was it? Is there something funny about my name? Nothing, sir. It's just that your name... I'm sorry. That's alright. As they say, laughter is the best medicine. After all, I'm here to be your ashtray and collect all your ashes when studies start burning your life. This teacher isn't angry at me. He even made a pun out of his name. He must be used to people making fun of him. Oh, now I feel bad. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Before we start homeroom, let me introduce you a new transfer student assigned to our class. He's here on a sports scholarship, and as for his name and hobbies, well, why don't we hear from the man himself? You can come in. Oh, that's the guy I bumped into earlier. Oh my god, what a hunk! We're so lucky he transferred to our class. Yeah, look at his shapely collarbone and tanned skin. He's so my type. Let's totally ask for his number later. Totally. Quiet down, class, and give him a chance to introduce himself. Go ahead. The new student gulped. He took quite a while to speak. Is he shy? That's so cute. I love guys that have a gap mo. He finished out a phone from... Oh, he finished. Sorry. He fished out a phone from his pocket, took a deep breath, and turned on some music. What is this? This gloriously meme music? The new student began dabbing and dancing in front of the entire class. He did a whooping backflip, gave a twirl, and proceeded to do an impressive somersault which landed him up high on the teacher's table. Everyone stared at him, horrified. I couldn't blame them, even I couldn't help but let my jaw drop to the ground. What's up, dudes and dudettes? Gosh, I'm Matt, just Matt. I'm a cool sports dude, but maybe not the the jock kind. I'm more of a joke kind, a professional clown in the making. As you might have known, I'm here as a sports scholar, but sports is just my second hobby. My true passion lies in memes. I eat memes, cook memes, and practically breed memes. I'm totally looking forward to maiming you, and I hope we have a maimingful time together. Oh, he's kind of like her. Isn't he? He's kind of like her. Was he visited by the Jester too? Thank you. This man, he's amazing. To boldly speak about what he likes in front of the whole class like that, what confidence, what charisma, what a man. I must make him my friend. Thank you for your spirited introduction, Matt. Now will you please turn off the music and sit down? There's an empty seat beside name. Yes, sir. The new student turned his music off and walked towards me. He's assigned to sit next to me. This must be fate at work. I must make the first move and secure a friendship with him. Hi. Name. Oh, praise the memlords. I thought I saw wrong, but it really is you. Eh? You know me? Of course, it's me, Matt. Just Matt. Don't you remember me? Well, Matt suddenly sandwiched my head with his big hands. Come on, Name. Don't you remember? I was your friend in Palmyre Elementary School. Palmyre Elementary School? Wait. Hold on. I think it's coming back to me. I remember now. We used to play on the beach all the time. Yep, that's me. Man, it's been so long. How are you doing? It's been like, what, 7 years since we last saw each other? Yeah, I can't believe you still recognize me. Of course I do. We were the bestest of friends. I also remember that you have quite the poor memory, but I didn't know it was this bad. I mean, forgetting your best friend's handsome face? Unforgivable. I'm sorry. Anyway, this is late, but nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Alright, I get that you two are excited, but please save the chat for after attendance. Oops, sorry about that. Let's talk after class, okay? Okay. Here's another weird guy in our class. I'm so done. Mr. Ashtray continued taking attendance. Lynette Gracier. Is Lynette here? Anyone knows where she is? She was marked absent yesterday too. Everyone looked at each other, equally confused. I suppose she really is absent then. I'll have to talk to her guardians about this. Alright, class dismissed. The class shuffled out for a chemistry class, busily chattering among themselves. I guess the new guy isn't my type. I can't believe he's acquainted with the weirdo. Better not get involved with him. Yeah, let's not ask him out. He seems equally weird. What is it, Name? Let's go to our next class together. Matt, if you stick with me, your popularity will decrease exponentially. Huh? I mean, popularity matters a lot, doesn't it? You should go with other classmates. If you hang out with me, they'll be talking bad about you too. What are you saying, Name? I couldn't ask for a better friend than you. Back then, and now too, you are the only one who brings me so much joy. And besides, don't you remember, I made a promise back then to stay by your side no matter what. They could use this one too. Matt. I know your memories are a bit fuzzy because of your condition, but don't worry, take your time remembering. You know about my condition? Yeah, you told me about it. It's all because of the Jester, right? What a baddie. No way! He remembers that, and he believes that the Jester really exists. Other people would think I'm crazy if I said that a fairy tale character really blessed, or rather, cursed me. But I feel really bad that he remembers me while I don't. I'm suspicious, suddenly, of this guy. Like, she seems like the type of person that kind of like, oh, I don't even remember telling this to anyone, and he knows it. And they were at elementary school back then, and I'm like, was she cursed during the elementary school or was it after? So I'm like, so how does he know? I'm kind of suspicious now, because sometimes they are like, I always get suspicious with like the really gentle and carry dudes, because I'm like, I never know when they are going to turn out to be like some yanderes or something, you know, like I'm like, I do not know. These must be the effects of the Jester's curse as well. Name? Are you okay? Hey, you two, class is about to start. Get up and start moving to the chemistry lab. Yes, sir. Oh, who's that? That's Rico, a scholar. He's a real stickler when it comes to rules and studies. I see. Anyway, he's right, class is almost starting, so let's get moving. Let's go! The second day of school is finally over. I'm starting to get the hang of it. Lagging behind in class and feeling lost. That is. Name. You live in the dorms too, right? Let's go home together. Oh my gosh, finally. I can finally walk back home with a friend. Yes. This is high school life I've been dreaming of. Absolutely, I'm all yours, Matt. No, I am yours. Matt. Name. Matt. Name. Great, now that those two are occupied, I'll just slip out. Oh, but remember, this guy didn't have a roommate. Maybe it is Matt. Rico! Damn it, she spotted me. You're heading home too, right? Come and join us. No thanks. Oh, I didn't know you lived in the dorms too. Come on, let's all walk back together. I'll rather die than go with you two jokers. What did you say? I think he said he'd love to go with us. That is not what I said. Awesome, I knew we'll be friends quickly. Rico suddenly dashed out of the classroom, but Matt caught him before he could escape, inadvertently choking his neck between his arms. Where are you going, Rico? That's the wrong way. Help me. Now that we are officially friends, we should introduce ourselves and get to know each other better. Everyone, say a fun fact about yourselves. What's with this sleazy icebreaker? Shush, this step is crucial to making friends. Says who? Says my How to Make Friends and Keep Them Forever manual. Oh, you got to lend me that book sometime. Let me start first. My name is Name, and an interesting fact about me is that I keep a book full of original puns. A book of what? You know what? Nothing you say will surprise me anymore. Oh, let me go next. My name is Matt, just Matt. A fun fact about me is that I memorized the name of almost every meme in existence. From yeah, hold, all your bays are are belong to us, down to Little John's galvanized square steel. I have no idea what you're talking about. It's okay, only cultured people would understand. I know those memes. Ah, I see you're a woman of culture as well. Yeah. Your turn, Rico. Name, Rico Swishy? Like Swishy? I don't know. Blood type A. Yeah, he does seem like an A. Birthday 27th December. He's like a Capricorn, isn't he? Yeah. Usually, like, Capricorn people are very... I think they are usually very the responsible type of people. He kind of seems a Capricorn person. Hobby, studying, likes nobody, hates everyone. Everybody, especially you two. There. What else would you like to know? Your height? Yeah, I don't think he wants to say that. Raiko shot me a glare, followed by a deadly smirk. Do you really want to know? No, sorry, I don't want to die. Wait. Swishy? I don't know if it's Swishy. What? You're the Raiko Swishy? I'm saying it like that, but maybe it's like Suike or something. From that famous Suike, Swishy family? Whatever, I'm just going to say it anyway. What Swishy family? Is Rico secretly famous? No, not secretly. Everyone in Barley Island knows who the Swishy family are. Not her, apparently. The Swishers are known for being a family of geniuses. Both parents and their 3 children are all scientists, achieving amazing scientific feats at a very young age. Wow. That's an exaggeration. I had no idea Rico came from such a renowned family. Are you the oldest sibling, Rico? Yeah, I have a younger sister and brother. Wow, it must be tough living in a renowned family of geniuses. That must be a lot of pressure. Yeah, I do think so. Because people get a lot of expectations from you. And sometimes life, it's not going to turn out exactly in the way that people think, they presume it's going to end up. For instance, there was a lot of expectation from me because I was a bit more ahead. When I was a kid, I was a bit more ahead than the other kids around my age. And I was already doing a lot of things that other kids couldn't do it, It is an autistic trait that you might have, okay? And I had that. And people created expectation. I'm not even just talking about my family. I'm talking about people around you, kind of create expectations for you. But then imagine things kind of fail in your life, and then people are like, how could this happen? Because people create expectations for you. And I am still a very curious person. I think I already told you, I am still a very curious person in terms of trying to learn more. I have courses in a lot of areas. You have no idea, because I just have this thing of feeding myself constantly. Right now I'm taking a course in artificial intelligence. I just have this constant thing of getting to know more things and more stuff. But that doesn't mean that you are going to be an accomplished type of person in your life, okay? Which is my case. But this is kind of it's a weight on you, having this type of pressure of like people looking at you, getting expectations, and sometimes life doesn't go in that way, and you kind of feel like a failure because everyone had like really high expectations for you to, I don't know, become an astronaut and go to the moon or something. You understand? It's like, guess so. Maybe that pressure is what keeps you from growing. Leave my height out of this. We continue to walk past the park and to the train station, talking about the most random things under the setting sun's glow. Before we knew it, we arrived at the dormitories. Good night, Name. See you tomorrow. Let's go to school together too. Don't forget to do your homework. Right, good night. I don't think I've had this much fun before. I can't wait for tomorrow to arrive. Let's record all that happened today so I don't forget. So my diary. Yeah, she probably wrote everything in her diary. And that should be it for today's diary entry here. There's still some time before roll call. Maybe I'll take a night stroll. I got up and started to walk slowly along the dormitory's corridor. As I passed by rooms, I heard chatters and giggles. It must be nice to have roommates. I wonder when I will have one too. Just then I heard a familiar voice. It's that guy. He lives in the dorm too? Talk about coincidence. Can't. Not now. Way out. Duty. Who is he talking to? Let me have a closer look. Don't joke around. I'm not going with you. The student's sudden raised volume made me flinch, and I accidentally knocked over a pot. Who's there? Oh, it's you. Yep, it's me, the girl who got caught in those troublemakers' den. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw someone or something fleeting very briefly, but it might have just been my imagination. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. Were you talking to someone? I was just on the phone. Sorry to disturb you then. I was just taking a stroll and happened to see you. I just wanted to thank you for helping me back then. If you hadn't saved me, I might have ended up with a few broken bones or much worse. Don't worry about it, it's not a big deal. I'm Seth, by the way, from class 12F. So he's a senior, right? He reached out his hand and I shook it. His hand was cold and his long, bony fingers felt surprisingly calloused. Name, class 11D, pleased to meet you. Guess that makes you my junior. Give me a holler if you ever encounter those bullies again. I'll make sure to teach them a lesson. All right. So Seth, are you a scholar too? Is that why you live in the dorms? Me, a scholar? Goodness, no. My house is very far from school, so it's much more convenient to stay in the dorms instead. Oh, the same goes for me too, actually. My family house is pretty far from here. Well, looks like we have that in common. By the way, it's 5 minutes till roll call. We should make a run for it before we get marked as absent. Oh, I didn't realize it's this late already. Perhaps we can go to school together tomorrow. I'll introduce you to my friends. I'll think about it. Good night, Seth. Good night, Name. I waved Seth goodbye and headed to my room. How long are you going to stand there for? Who is it? Who is she? Just a stranger. I happen to help out. Nobody you need to keep tabs on. Chapter 3. Good morning. All right, I'll do my best today. Target for today, 30 whooping puns that can make the entire world crown. Let's go. I grabbed breakfast from the canteen's counter. It's cereal and a milk today. Hey, name, over here. Matt waved at me from the back of the canteen. He was sitting with a grumpy-looking Ryko. Good morning, Matt, Ryko. Morning. Well, someone's looking grumpy today. Good morning, name. Had a good sleep last night? You bet. On the contrary, you don't look like you slept at all, Ryko. Yeah, what's with the eye bags? You look like a dead panda. And whose fault do you think it is, you mem bastard? You probably say like meme. Do you say meme? We say mem. Maybe you say meme. Meme. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Now that I'm thinking about it, wait, maybe say it like in that way. Because we read it in the same way. Like it's written in the same way. But now I'm thinking, and maybe you say meme. Well, sorry. You keep on laughing so hard last night when you were browsing through memes. Yeah, it's memes, isn't it? Sorry. It's just, it's the processing thing of like me seeing like native language and then it happens. When it's like written in the same way, because it's written in the same way for us. We just say it in another way. Yeah, that's why I was like, I think it's memes. Browsing through memes, and when you finally slept, you were laughing in your sleep. Oh my god. Who laughs during their sleep? Who the heck laughs when they sleep? That's damn creepy. I'm going to request changing rooms, and I pity whoever becomes your next roommate. Really? Do I really laugh when I sleep? I'm so sorry, Ryko. You better be swine. Wait, don't tell me. Matt, you are Ryko's roommate? That's right. And do you really laugh when you sleep, Matt? Well, I've always slept alone up until now, so I don't really know. I guess I had a really funny dream then. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you do not know unless you have someone sleeping with you. Like, I slept with people that didn't knew that they were like sleepwalking during the night, that they were talking during the night, and I didn't knew myself that I snore. I'm a woman, but I snore when I'm sleeping. I didn't knew that. It's like, it's only when you like sleep with someone that you end up knowing these kind of things. Or maybe I was scrolling through memes in my sleep. Not funny. I'm really sorry, Ryko. Just wake me up if I laugh in my sleep again, okay? But then again, I'm a really heavy sleeper, so that's alright. This is where my spare hammer comes in handy. You don't have to worry about waking up ever again. Yikes. Hey, chill guys. This isn't even the first week of school and you're already losing your cool. Nice pun. Ugh. My hammer has found its second target. Anyway, where's your roommate name? Oh, I don't have a roommate. Obviously. Nobody wants to live in the same room with someone like you. Well, that's kind of rude. That's kind of true. Whoa, isn't that a bit too mean, Ryko? If Name doesn't have a roommate, I should just move into the same room as her. Yeah, sure. That way, Ryko, you don't have to suffer. Name and I will have so much fun exchanging jokes, so it's a win-win situation. Oh, that sounds like a good idea. What? Are you kidding me? Of course I won't allow that. Why not? It's beneficial for both of us. Or in scientific terms, I think it's called mutualism. I'm I'm surprised you even know what mutualism means. But Naim is a girl. You hear that? A girl. The warden won't allow it. Oh my gosh, Raiko considers me a girl. Scratch that. You are more of an alien or a wild animal. Hey. Huh? Wait, that's Seth. Seth, over here. Oh, Name, good morning. Name, who's that? He's so tall. This is Seth. He saved me from a bunch of bullies on the first day of school. What? Bullies? I'll tell you about it later. Seth, these are my friends, Raiko and Matt. Nice to meet you all. I'm Seth from class 12F. Raiko, pleased to meet you. Man, I envy his height. If only I could have a fraction of his spine. And I'm Matt, just Matt. It's kind of funny that is his like whole name just Matt. So is your name Matt or just Matt? Just Matt. Oh. Okay then. Finally someone normal. Say Seth, are you in any sports club? If you're not, why don't you join the swimming team or the basketball team or any sports team in particular? Your height can do wonders. This is another misinterpreted thing, which is like, oh, because a person is tall, they need to just like do any kind of sports. No, they don't. You know, it's not because you're tall that you actually have a lot of resistance inside of you, you know? I'm not in any clubs at the moment, but I do a bit of combat sports. Combat sports. Yeah, the kind that can dislocate joints or immobilize someone's cerebral system. There's a certain satisfaction in seeing someone drop unconscious from just the right strike. Good. Oh, I see. I take back my words. Definitely not normal. Relax. You do know it was a joke, right? That was a joke? Oh, so it was just a joke. You had me there for a second. Somehow, that did not sound like a joke. Anyway, you're heading off to school, right? Let's all go together. Oh, are you sure I can join you? Of course, don't be a lone wolf. Come with us, it will be so much fun. Alright. While Matt and Raiko were bickering up ahead, Seth and I walked in a comfortable silence. Sorry about intruding like this. I might have made it awkward for you and your friends. No, you're not intruding at all. In fact, I was the one who insisted you come with us. Do you have any friends in the dorm, Seth? Not really. I stay in a single room, so I don't have a roommate. Plus, I'm not close with anyone from my class. Why is that, though? Are they bullying you? Bully me? You're a hilarious name. Then, is it the other way around? I guess you could say that I just enrolled at a rather unusual timing. I joined at the middle of the semester last year, so that may explain why I have trouble fitting in with my classmates. They already formed their friend groups, and I'm just an outsider to them. Oh, I feel that. You feel that too? I thought you wouldn't have a problem making friends. I mean, you have such a friendly personality. About that. I'm actually really weird and awkward. Whenever I meet new people, I'll get nervous and spout puns instead. Socially awkward. Who would have thought? Actually, I've been homeschooled since middle school, so that explains my lack of socializing skills. I see. Wow, what a coincidence. I was also homeschooled for as long as I could remember. We're on the same boat again. We have many things in common, huh? Why is he approaching us so much? Kind of making me think. All the more reason for you to hang out with us. Isn't it more enjoyable to walk with company rather than being all alone? Maybe you are right. Guess I'll take you up on your offer then. Yay! It would be nicer if the school has its own dorms though. We have to travel for almost an hour to reach school every day. I heard that they are building a new dormitory, but it doesn't seem like it will be finished anytime soon. That's why Marney High works with an external dormitory and mandates all students who aren't living with their family to stay there. Speaking of, why did you choose to study in Marney High? Well, my parents insisted I study here. The education system in Marney High will hone you into an educated, proper lady, is what they said. Guess we're here for about the same reasons again, then. They want to wipe you into a proper lady? Well, something akin to wiping me into a man fit for society, yeah. That sounds a bit strange, but I probably shouldn't pry about his circumstances too much. We just met, after all. Yeah, I mean, he suddenly became like really friendly, so I'm like, Say, Naim, haven't you noticed our newly formed friend group contains the full cast required for a romantic comedy? See, there's me, your goofy and lovable childhood friend. Then you got Raiko, the stoic, ice-cold, stone-hearted contrarian who's secretly a softie inside, maybe. And then you got Seth, the emo, broady, bad boy type. Huh? What are you talking about? Come on, Naim, don't you dare feign ignorance. Haven't you watched any romantic TV dramas, the ones where boys with a spectrum of personalities try to gain the protagonist's affection? No. Or any Otome games, for that matter? What's an Otome game? Le gasp. You poor girl. Yeah, okay. It's okay, not everyone is well versed in the Lulu culture. I'll lend you some of my collection later, okay? Okay, sounds fun, let's play it together. On another note, Matt scotted closer to me and started whispering in my ear. Whoa, too close. What's your favorite trope? Bad boys? Tsunderes? Or could it be childhood friends to lovers? That's such a weird question to ask. But if I had to pick, I'll choose mysterious. Yeah, I was going to say mysterious, but I wouldn't say bad boys. Tsunderes, for me, it's more like... For me, it's like there are two types of tsunderes. You have the tsunderes that are like the pouty brats. I don't like those. Like the tsunderes, pouty brats, no. But when they are like the tsunderes that are like the adult type of tsunderes, I'm like, I like them. Like, yeah, I like those. I'm usually not into childhood friends. I already told you about it. I always feel like they were like kind of cowards for not expressing their feelings. Okay, although like in here it's kind of different because for what I understand, they met during elementary. Then she was homeschooled. Since middle school she was homeschooled. So it's like the type of like childhood friends that there was like a gap in there, okay? So there was like a time that he wasn't with her and now they found each other again during high school. So, and he doesn't seem the coward type. He seems like the type that would actually confess his feelings, so this type of childhood friend would be probably okay for me to do. Mysterious bad. I like the mysterious types, and usually I go more to the mysterious types, but that doesn't mean that I like the mysterious types of bad boys, okay? I also like the charming, smooth talkers because I like the teasers. And teasers for me are the ones that I like the most. Usually it's the teasing type. And we haven't been talking with that guy, right? Was it Nick's, his name or something? Yeah, why not? Let's put it. Charming, smooth talkers. It depends. If they are really... if they are really the womanizer, there are like differences in here, like in each one of them. If they are the womanizers type, I am not so much into them, okay? When I talk about like charming, smooth talkers, more in the way of like, they're kind of more like teasers. Yeah, in that I'm kind of like fine. But since we haven't been with Nyx so much, so why not? Let's put it. I see, so that's your type, huh? Matt gave me a thumbs up. I'm sure you can make it work, Naim. Have confidence in yourself. What on earth is he babbling about? Blabbering. Good morning, class. Please settle down as I take attendance. Mr. Ashtray. Ashtray. It messes with me. Mr. Ashtray begins taking attendance, but sometimes it happens. I mean, I bet most of you do not deal with this, but sometimes you really do have a really bad last name. You do. Like, for instance, with me is not so much of like being like this, like a punnable type of name. It's more like I have a last name that it's really hard for people to understand. And so I get into a lot of situations where they write my name in the wrong way. So it's like, have to deal with it, you know. Lynette Gressier. Huh? Is she absent again? How odd. Has anyone heard from... Okay, I thought it was a girl. How odd. Has anyone heard from Lynette? Who is this girl and why is she always absent? I guess no one knows her. Do you know her name? Not a clue. I don't know if you noticed, but name, like name, like calling someone a name. Yeah. All right, class dismissed. And name, I'd like to talk to you for a while. Can you meet me in the staff room? Me? Yes, sir. Oh no, am I in trouble? What did I do wrong? What is it, Mr. Ashtray? Name, if I'm not wrong, you live in the dorms, right? Yes, sir. Do you know Lynette Gressier? No, sir. That's strange. She's a sports scholar, you see, and also a boarder, so she should already be in the dorms. Scholar? And she didn't turn up for school. Yes, that's the strange part. Anyway, I was hoping that you've met her before, but it seems like you haven't. If by any chance you come across her in the dorms, do tell her to report to me immediately. There has been a notice informing the school about her absence, and her guardians are also unaware of her whereabouts. Oh no, what happened? I'm not sure either. I'll try to look for her in the dorms, Mr. Ashtray. Ashtray? That would be much appreciated. Thank you for your help, Name. Well then, you don't want to be late for your next class. You should get going. Yes, sir. Lynette Gressier. Like, Lynette kind of like makes you think about someone with glasses, doesn't it? It kind of makes you think, you know.
I've never heard of her before. How can a school be absent? How can a school? Oh, sorry. How can a scholar be absent for 3 days? Anyway, if she's also a boarder, I should look for her. Name, what did Mr. Ashtray say to you? He asked if I knew Lynette Grassier, the girl who was absent. He said that she was supposed to stay in the dorms, but nobody knows where she is right now. Oh, okay, I see. It's probably my imagination, but why does Matt seem so tense? Yeah, I feel like a lot of people in here are hiding something. And for now, I would say more this Matt guy and the Seth guy too. They're kind of like hiding stuff in here. Math and history class passed by in a flash, but my poor brain is still recuperating from the barrage of information. Hey, name, it's lunch break. You know what that means. It's eating time. Yeah. Let's head to the canteen. Last one to reach owes the winner lunch. Hey, wait, that's not fair. I'm not as athletic as you. I don't think I've run this fast before. But I won a race against a sports scholar. Guess I'm something of a track star myself. I can't believe I lost. If only I didn't sleep on that puddle of bubble tea earlier. Excuses and smooshies, you owe me lunch now. Fine, guess a win is a win. Go ahead and pick what you like to eat, my treat. Well, all that running tired me out, so I'll take a break from eating heavy this lunch break. Okay, how about a light snack then? Sounds good. Oh, they are selling Starbies, our favorite snacks. Which ones? You know, the star-shaped crackers. We used to snack on them all the time, remember? I don't know. Do I? Name. Sorry, kind of spaced out there. Those snacks sound good. Alright, I'll get some for you. You wait here. Star-shaped crackers? Star-shaped crackers? How come I don't remember eating them? Yeah, maybe we actually never even met. Just met. I knew it. The curse is acting up again. Just how much memories have been taken away from me. If only I recorded my memories inside my diary when I was in elementary school. Oh, so that's why she keeps a diary. Okay. Then maybe I would still... Name. Earth to name? I was never... I used to write like a tiny bit when I was young too. But I was never able to keep my diaries because... You know, you have something called parents. And parents always like to know how their kids are, so they have like this thing of like looking into your stuff. So I was never able to keep my diaries. It was always like I would write and then I would just like throw them or burn them, whatever, you know. Hey, what are you spacing out for? Sorry, I was just kind of sad that I forgot what those crackers taste like. Before I could continue talking, Matt had abruptly shoved a cracker into my mouth. Salty? Silly name. If you forgot what they taste like, all you have to do is to just eat them again. Now open your mouth, say ah. I can eat them by myself, thanks. Alright, here's a pact for you and another for me. Thanks, Matt. That's right, there's no use dwelling in the past. If I forget, I'll just have to experience it again and record it properly this time. I'm lucky that these crackers are still in production, but not everything can be reproduced. Oh my god, now that I'm thinking about it, do you know when you Like imagine, you ate something during your childhood, and now as an adult, you see it once again, and you're like, oh my god, like I remember this from my childhood, and I'm going to buy it and eat it. And then you go and eat, and it doesn't have the freaking same taste, nor the same texture, nor the same whatever inside. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, this happened to me like some weeks ago with an ice cream that I used to eat when I was young. And I was like, oh, it's, it's going to buy and eat it. It was nothing, absolutely nothing alike. In terms of even the consistency of it and all of it, it was just like, it was so bad, but so bad. It was a package, and I ended up, I'm not joking, I hate to throw out food. I prefer to give it to someone. But honestly, it was so bad that I threw the rest out. I was like, I cannot even give this to someone. It was so bad. Now that they are talking about it, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm remembering that. If they go out of production, or if their flavor changes, will I still remember what the original tastes like? You kind of do when you taste it. Yeah, you do. You're like, it wasn't like this. Yeah. But I mean, we need to think about like, in terms of hygiene, in terms of like the production of hygiene, security and all of it. Like, some ingredients change along the time, like there are things that change, and then you end up with a different taste. We walked silently for a while, munching on the Starbies, while I tried to record every granular detail of each cracker. It's extremely salty and caked with preservatives. Yeah. Yeah. That's also another thing that, like, in your childhood, they probably didn't have so many, but now, yeah, heavy on it. But it tastes good. I can see myself getting addicted to it. I don't think I'll forget its taste anytime soon. Starbies. Received Starbies from Matt. Munch. Say, we still have some time left before the break ends. How about we go and explore the school? Just like the old times. Now that I think of it, I haven't explored the school much. Where should we go first? How about we visit the garden or the lake or... Ho. I heard Marney High has a super huge chemistry lab. We should totally check it out. The chemistry lab, huh? That sounds exciting. I mean, that lab should be in the East Wing. Let's go. Psst, Matt, are you sure we can just enter as we please? Relax, it should be fine. Look, there's no one guarding the lab. Okay, if you say so. I followed Matt into the laboratory, careful not to make a sound. Wow, look at all this equipment. I feel like I'm a mad scientist in a science fiction movie. Oh, someone hasn't cleared their setup. There's a pink liquid inside the beaker and some liquid dripping from that. What's that tube for titration called again? Ditro what? The billet. The bullet? The turret? The ferret? Never mind, that doesn't sound right. Anyway, let's clean it up for them. Yeah, leaving it like this in the lab is a big no-no. Who knows what could happen if it's left unattended? I picked up the beaker and started pouring its contents into the nearby sink. Oh my god. Wait! Since we're throwing out the contents anyway, Matt opened a small jar laying around nearby. How about we do our own experiment? Matt, wait. But Matt did not wait. He took a spoonful of whatever powder that was and threw it into the beaker. My god. God. Matt, what are you doing? It might It might explode and we'll all die. I pulled Matt behind me, bracing for the worst. It is true, though. Yeah. I was a disaster. I was not good in math. But I was also not good with physics and chemistry. Physics and chemistry. Because, you have 3 years where they are mixed together, physics and chemistry. And then you have it, in high school, you have it separately. Okay? Have classes for physics and classes for chemistry. And since the beginning, I was so bad with physics and chemistry. Yeah, not for me. And it's not that I like it, okay, I really like it. It's just that I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't get into my head. And that was actually the reason, because I always wanted to go, I told you before, I wanted to go to nutrition. But nutrition involves a lot of knowledge in terms of chemistry. And since I was never really good with chemistry, that's when I thought about, I'm going to, things that I feel more home about, in terms of social studies, humanities, languages, things like that. But this to say that it can be kind of dangerous, like a lab sometimes, even at school. It can be, you always need to be supervised because it can be dangerous. You can actually bruise something in there. I pulled Matt behind me, bracing for the worst. I mean, you can even bruise something stupid in your home, just mixing things to clean up, because you have toxic gases that come from combinations that you do, yeah. And sometimes they can be really bad. I watched anxiously as the powder dissolved into the pink liquid, hissing and gurgling before dissolving completely. See, nothing happened. You worry too much. We waited for several seconds, but nothing happened. The pink liquid stayed completely still after swallowing that powder into its depths. Thank goodness. What chemical was that anyway? Beats me. Matt showed me the white jar, which had no label. White jar, white powder. Huh. Yep, totally not suspicious at all. Hey, there are more of them. Let's add some more. We should... No, I do not mess with this. This is in some regards, I am very thorough. Do you understand? I'm in some things, I'm especially when I feel that I might be putting others into a dangerous situation, I would not do it. It's funny because I told you that I like the teasers and the pranksters and all of it, but when I feel that I'm doing something that might actually put other people in a very dangerous situation, I cannot continue. No. So just stop. Matt dumped another scoop of white powder into the beaker, but it simply fizzled and returned to its usual stagnancy. Okay, I think that's enough. Chemicals wasted. Nothing happened. How boring. I heard the distant shuffling of feet behind the lab door. Matt, someone's coming. Let's make a run for it. The thing is, they added, nothing happened, but the person that is going to come does not know that something was added and might actually cause something. Yeah, that's also the truth. Integrals in this form cannot be solved using the natural logarithm. We need the sine and the cosine rule to simplify its form. I don't even know what she's talking about. Must stay awake. The fire alarm? Everyone was instantly alerted from the loud fire alarm, standing and packing their bags in a panic, but Mrs. Markdown showed no signs of stopping her lecture. Where do you think you're going? Return to your seats now. But Mrs. Markdown, the fire alarm are activated. We should leave. What's more important, your life or mathematics? Our lives? What the heck? I don't know. My life? Keep your eyes on the blackboard. Whatever I teach next may or may not come out in the next exam. Yeah, who cares? Ma'am, my friend from next door texted me that their class is evacuating. Sit down. I'm not done teaching, and who told you to use your phone? Those menaces are banned from my class. You hear me? Banned. Now give me your phone. I'm confiscating it until you get full marks in the next exam. Now, you may actually think that this is like really bad practice, what I'm going to say, but I am one of those that actually think that every teacher should have like a box, and at the beginning of the class, everyone should put their phone inside the box. Like, you are in a class, you are not supposed to be just like watching or texting or whatever with other people. And you might say, oh, but why are you like that, so strict? I'm going to tell you something. Yes, I'm old, and during my time we did not have phones to text each other, and we survived. So you can survive too, my friends. Yes, it's possible. It happened before, and it can be a thing still. Yeah, I am kind of like that. In terms of education, I am kind of like that. It's not done everywhere, but I'm like, I really think it should be something that should be done, like a rule. Because I understand that you might even have like a phone because there's like an emergency and your parents need to talk with you. I understand that. That's why you leave the phone like in a box near the teacher or something, you know, like kind of something like that. When you go out to your break, you take the phone. You understand? It's like you are inside the classroom, you are in there, present, listening, okay? You may like think that I'm old-fashioned or something, but I'm like, you know, dudes, we had that. We had that in terms of like we did not have any phones to talk to each other, and we survived. So you can survive too. The student hesitantly placed his phone on the teacher's table. Like I was already in university when I had like a smartphone. Yeah, probably like that. Kids these days are too distracted by phones and live such an easy life. Back in my days, the internet wasn't even around. We had to memorize the multiplication table up to 99. Well, I wouldn't say that because you had calculators, okay? T-values and did all calculations by hand. Look, there's smoke outside. Oh my gosh, is the school really burning? Where is it coming from? I think the smoke is coming from the east wing. Do you think a fire broke out in the laboratory? I glanced at Matt and we made eye contact. He had his fist on his mouth with wide eyes that screamed panic just as much as mine probably did. It's coming from the East Wing laboratory? Don't tell me. Ma'am, the situation is grave. I think we need to evacuate now. Ugh, how ridiculous. Hey, you there? It wasn't me. The fire was definitely not because of me. Go out there and see what's happening. Yes, ma'am. The fire, it was definitely not because of me, right? I left the class and looked around the hallway. Students from other classrooms were doing the same thing as I was. Huh? Isn't that the principal? He looks out of breath. Oh, Nix. Name. Do you know what's going on here? Well, if it isn't obvious already, the fire alarms are going off, but my class is waiting for further instructions. Is it a false alarm then? Nah, I heard someone messed up a senior's experiment in the chemistry lab and the smoke triggered the alarms. People say they heard an explosion too. Seriously, who's dumb enough to mess with chemicals? We're not in grade school anymore. Yeah, they must really be the dumbest idiots in the world. Oh, she's saying they. It's like she knows. Oh, girl, you shouldn't have put it like in that way. Attention, all students and teachers. The cause of the fire has been investigated and has been dealt with. However, due to the possibility of toxic smoke, everyone must now evacuate the premises in an orderly manner. Everyone is to follow the evacuation procedures and assemble in the school field, grouped by their respective classrooms. Homeroom teachers, please take attendance. Well, that's that. Pretty eventful for your first week of school, huh? Yeah. Except that I might have caused a disaster. Chin up, name. It's not like the school burned down or anything. Don't jinx it. And that was how Matt and I almost burned down the entire school. We were lucky enough that the security cameras happened to be faulty that day, so the headmaster simply dismissed the fire as an accident. Matt and I decided to keep whatever transpired that day a secret. But I don't think I'll be forgetting this incident anytime soon. And done. But she wrote it in her diary. There's like evidence in there, girl. I closed my diary and stretched my arms. What a day. It's late, I should get some shut-eye. I crawled on my bed and found myself dozing off after a short while. What? Huh? What's that sound? Is this a knife? Someone's hand pressed firmly over my mouth and I felt something cold on my neck. Be quiet. What? Was it because of the lab incident? I don't know. As my eyes adjusted to the darkness, I saw the figure of a turquoise-haired male on top of me with eyes like blood and... Wait, what's that shiny thing in his hand? Holy moly! A knife! Don't resist if you want to live. Oh no, what should I do? What have I gotten myself into? Who is he? Someone help me. Hands in the air. The unfamiliar shout of a girl rang from my balcony. Gunshots. The attacker abruptly released me, sending me tumbling off the bed. I realized there was a second person in my room, the one who shouted just now. The voice came from a pink-haired girl standing in front of the broken window. She was carrying a gun. You! Who are you? Raise your hands if you don't want a hole in your head. I don't have time for this. Why did you broke the window again? You already broke it the first time, dude. The masked man grabbed my clock and threw it at the girl as a distraction. Oh, okay. Then hurtled towards the window in full acceleration. My clock! Oh, now she doesn't have an alarm to wake up. Damn! You're not going anywhere. The girl shot multiple times, but the man dodged it as if he knew each bullet's trajectory. He looked back one final time, then jumped down from the balcony, disappearing into the midnight shadows. I stared at the mess on the floor. My window. It's broken. The warden is going to kill me. Damn it. That masked guy got the better of me. She stashed her gun into a holster strapped around her thigh and marched to the balcony, looking frantically for the masked assailant. Who is she, and why is she carrying a gun? Next time he tries something, I'll bring a bazooka. Can you get a bazooka? Like, I know, like, in the US, you kind of like can get like guns and stuff. Like, can you get a bazooka? Like that easily? I don't remember seeing bazookas selling on the supermarket still. I do not know. Mommy, come pick me up. I'm scared. Hey, you. Yes, ma'am. Why are you still on the floor? Come on, get up. We have a thief to catch. Huh? Don't you think it's better to report it to the police? What good would the police do? Best they can do is take pictures and stash the case into next year. The girl pulled my arm and tried to lift me up. Come on, you can be my sidekick. You know how these Western action movies go, right? This is your chance to be the protagonist who beats up the bad guys. I don't wanna. Wait, speaking of... Aren't you equally strange? Who are you to pop up on my balcony in the middle of the night? You could be a kidnapper for all I know. Oh, silly me, I haven't introduced myself. I'm Lynette Grace here. You can call me Line. Like Line, right? Yeah, because like Lynette was kind of like, is it someone with glasses? I'm your new roommate. Oh my god, like, we are awkward because we just keep, like, giving puns away. And now we have, like, an awkward person with us, too. What? So you are the Lynette Gracier who was absent from school for 3 days. Oh, I see I've made a name for myself. I might have caused you some trouble, it seems. My bad. I've got some business to attend to. She was playing with her gun as she said this. I can only imagine exactly what business she was attending to. Totally not suspicious at all. Anyway, that thief must have been long gone by now. I suppose it won't be wise to chase him now. Guess I'll just unpack. Line? What's it, Line? Line dragged her suitcase from the balcony inside my room, completely ignoring the glass shards scattered around the room. The shards crackled under the wheels. Line, shh. Girls, what's with all the commotion? Oh no, it's the warden. Quick, clean up, hide the shards, fix the window. What should I do? Relax, I'm sure she'll understand. Lynette, okay, Lena. Maybe I should call her Lynn. Okay. Lynette casually opened the door, revealing the all too flabbergasted warden, her face turning from pale white to beet red when she saw the broken window. Mr. Nime and Mr. Lynette, what on earth happened here? This is gonna be a long night. Yeah, maybe Lynn, like Lynn, makes more sense. Yeah, I'm kind of bad with understand. This is like with the thing that you have with the ch is the same thing, which sometimes you treat it as a k, and sometimes you treat it as a she, like shime, like. And I also have like this issue with the I and Y, because sometimes you say it in one way and sometimes you say it in another way. And when it comes to languages, many times it has to do with the consonants. Okay, if they have consonants before or after or something like that. But there doesn't seem to have like a rule. So sometimes I just get like, whatever, I'm going to say it in the way that I think it is, you know. I stopped my alarm almost immediately. You know why? Because I didn't sleep at all last night. My new roommate, on the other hand, slept like a log as soon as we cleaned up the glass shards. She was even snoring. She's kind of like me. No, she's not kind of like me. I do snore, but I am a really bad sleeper. I have real trouble issues with sleeping. I kind of like sleep 4, 5, maximum of 6 hours a day, and it is really messed up. Most of the time I wake up at 3, 4 a.m. and it's like that. That's my daily life. Yeah, really bad with sleeping. But apparently I do snore. Yeah. She was even snoring, which adds another layer to my insomnia. Good morning, name. Good morning, Lynn. I'm going to call her Lynn. I think it makes more sense. I know she saved me, but can I really trust her? She looks like the main character of every gangster movie I've watched. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Lynn discreetly slipping a gun into her skirt. Lynn, you're not thinking of bringing that to school, are you? Busted. She put the gun back into the drawer, looking like a sulking child. This girl is dangerous. She's still making that face? Ah man, this food is great. Almost better than prison food. What? Huh? Prison food. My mind wanted to continue that line of inquiry, namely, how the heck does she know what prison food tastes like? But my body has no energy left to do so. Good morning, name. You are very early today. Raiko and Matt appeared at our table with their breakfast tray. Morning, and this is Lynette Gracier, my new roommate. Lynn, this is Matt and Raiko. We're all from the same homeroom. Charmed. Wait, Lynette Gracier? You mean that scholar who was marked absent for 3 days in a row without any explanation? The one and only. Raiko glared at her with his signature look of disgust. My impression of you has stooped so low that even an excavator won't be able to lift it. Oh no! Before Lynn could counter Raiko's snide remark, Matt suddenly leaned forward, almost lunging across the table. Name, what's with your panda eyes? Did you sleep at all last night? He scrutinized my face in concern, his emerald eyes scanning my every pore. Don't even get me started about last night. I told Matt and Raiko about the masked assailant, the knife, and Lynette's heroic rescue. Discounting the gunfight, the gun she stashed in the room, and the fact that she almost brought the gun to school. By the time I finished, the boys stared at me with hanging jaws. So the loud noises I heard last night were from your room. The warden was shouting and barking orders at the break of dawn. Why would there be an assassin targeting your life anyway? Did you and your puns accidentally berate a mafia lord? No way, Name's puns are very mindful, very demurred. Yeah, don't you dare blame me and my puns. My puns are 100% harmless, all-inclusive, and most importantly, so good that they'll come begging for one. You think that's why the assailant broke into your room? Oh my god, I have a fan. Keep dreaming. Hey, you'll never know. I'll sooner believe that the earth is flat. Could it be a robbery then? Name, do you keep any valuable items in your room? Yes, a diary. Nah, I'm broke as my window. Yeah, it couldn't have been a targeted robbery. Us high schoolers are broke as heck. Unless Name here is secretly the daughter of some hotshot CEO. Are you Name? I wish. A random robbery then. I find it hard to believe that someone is after Name's life. But that man, I think he knows me. If Lynn hadn't appeared in time and rescued me, the image of my cold, lifeless body flashed through my mind, and I shuddered at the thought. Name. Don't worry, I'll be by your side from now on. No masked assailants will dare to enter our sanctuary as long as I'm around. No matter what storms we face, no matter how dark the skies get, I'll always be right by your side. Because you are not just my friend, you are my precious partner. And true partners stick together through everything. They are all so awkward. Like, all of them have like something. Do you know? Lynn, my new roommate shone like a beacon of hope in my eyes. Perhaps I've misjudged her. Despite her wait. Let me go back. Despite her eccentricities, I have a feeling she's going to be a great friend. But wait, whatever she said just now, aren't they lines from a children's superhero movie? Raiko's words interrupted my thoughts. He was glaring at Lynn for a while until he finally spoke up. Hey you, what's wrong with your uniform? Huh, there's nothing wrong with it. What's wrong with your attitude? I refuse to believe you are a scholar. We are given the privilege to represent the school, and this is how you act. By skipping school and dressing like a delinquent. Hey! My life, my rules. You have no right to criticize the way I dress. Shorty. Shorty? She called him short. Shut up. I don't want to be criticized by someone who doesn't even wear a tie. That's because I don't know how to tie a tie. You're in high school. How are you unable to tie a tie? Well, to be fair, I also don't know how to tie my... It's fine, sweetie. I can tie it for you. Raiko, can you help me, please? What? You're a scholar too, for Pete's sake. I stared glumly at my badly creased tie. Yeah, hers is like kind of bad too. Raiko, mine's as well. You... okay, fine. Gather around. I'll teach you how to tie a tie properly. He took off his tie and undid the creases. Look, first, you fold a triangle like this. Okay, like this. I told you to fold it, not tie it into a knot. How did you mess up in step 1? This is harder than I thought. Raiko, how about this? How'd you even make a pentagon out of a tie? Raiko, what about mine? Ugly, rejected. Oh. I'm going to tell you the best way to know if you are doing the tie in the correct way. When I learned how to tie a tie, it was like the person who taught me was my grandfather. He told me like, you need to start by creating a heart. And it is true. I think it's like, what is the name of the tie? It's like the Windsor style of, I think it's Windsor. I don't know, sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Style of tie. And you do start by creating a heart with it. So he always told me, try to make it like in here, like where your heart probably should be, you know, and do a heart with it. And I think it's like the best way for you to know that you are doing a really good knot. And when you release it, if it doesn't stay as a knot, it was well done, okay? You idiot, if you were following my instructions, your tie shouldn't have ended up like a shriveled snake. But we tried our best. If trying your best is all it takes, then everyone would have been scholars. Raiko, how did mine end up like this? Matt presented a horrible tied tie, if you could still call it a tie. Ugh. Ah. Ugh. Ah. Raiko's tongue-tied. I get it. Tongue-tied? If my tie is a shriveled snake, then his is a tortured snake burned crisp in the Sahara Desert who decided to bite its own tail. Yours isn't any better, Lynn. And what's with the weird analogy? That's it. I'll be quicker if I just tie it for you instead of teaching you. Maybe some people weren't born to wear ties. Name, give me your tie. I'll tie one for you. You can adjust the length by pulling it. Thank you, Raiko. We received a perfectly... the sounds that you receive in here. Received a perfectly tied tie from Raiko. Oh, good morning, everyone. Do you know how to tie a tie? Seth, good morning. Finally, someone who has their tie tied properly. Oh, right, Seth. Let me introduce you to my new roommate and classmate, Lynette. So, Lynette, huh? Nice to meet you. Yeah, it's nice to meet you too, Seth. What is this? What's going on? What? What's with the tension in the air? I've never seen Seth make that kind of expression before. Do they know each other? Come on, let's get going. We are already late because of our stupid tie discourse. Yippee! Our group just got bigger and now it kind of feels like we're a gang. Yeah, to be honest. But you kind of do like, you kind of do need, I often feel like you kind of do need in an Otome game, you kind of do need to have at least like one girl. And I'm not even talking about one girl as a love interest, of course. I'm talking about like a friend girl, like a girl to sometimes like get another mood in here, you know. So it was really cool that they brought the girl in these two. We need to talk. A lunch break, west wing, 3rd floor, fire exit, staircase. What's up with them? Psst, Matt, do you think Seth and Lynn know each other? What makes you say that? They keep staring at each other this morning. Didn't you notice that? Lovingly? No, more like menacingly. Name, what is this behavior? Getting jealous? Afraid that Lynn will take Seth away from you? Stop joking around, Matt. This is serious. Are you really that interested in their relationship? Sometimes ignorance is bliss, you know? Matt's right. Their relationship is none of my business, but I want to know. You're that curious about Seth, huh? Though I just have the vibe that behind his smile, he's hiding a lot of secrets. If you're so interested in their relationship, maybe it's time for Detective Matt and Name to shine. Let's gather some clues to deduce the truth. Tell me, fellow Detective Name, where should we begin our investigation? I overheard Lynn asking Seth for a meetup this lunch at West Wing's third floor fire exit staircase. Excellent, we'll eavesdrop, investigate that place during lunch. Matt and I shook hands, sealing our pact. It's not that I was curious about their relationship or anything, but... Oh, who was kidding? Yes, I was very curious. Seth never talks about himself. Every time I ask about his background, he just brushes it off. Lynn is also equally mysterious, though a bit more eccentric than anything. I haven't had the chance to ask about herself, and oh boy, I have 100 questions for her. Like why she carries guns, why she was absent, and why she appeared on my balcony instead of the door. Honestly, the first week of school didn't go as smoothly as I hoped. I haven't even told my parents about this predicament. On second thought, maybe I shouldn't. They were always the overprotective type, so hearing about the series of unfortunate incidents I've been through would only make them worry. I might get transferred to a different school, and I don't want that. It's literature class now. Our class's assigned literature teacher is on maternity leave right now, so 11th D's literature class had to be split to two half goes to 11E and the other half to 11F. Raiko and Matt are assigned to 11E, so that leaves me alone in 11F. I don't know any of my classmates who were moved here, nor do I know anyone in class F. I hope there are no group assignments in this class. Morning class, I hope you're ready for the new term. Mrs. Wordswood, okay. I'm Mrs. Wordswood, your assigned literature teacher. Let's start the term with a fun group project. Oh my god, she was like, oh, I don't want that. Gather around and form a group of two. I spoke too soon. The class immediately sprung into action. I could already see the most popular contenders being snatched up as project partners. Panicked, I hurriedly scanned the class for someone I recognized and spotted a familiar pink-haired male. And it's, what's his name again? Nix? He was surrounded by girls fighting each other to be his partner. Judging by the unbothered classmates around him, this seemed to be a common sight. He seems pretty popular with girls. Better stay clear of that. Just as I turned to look for someone else, he glanced at my direction, making eye contact with me. Name? Hi, Nix. I'm surprised he remembered my name. But then the unthinkable happened. He excused himself from the girls and started to make his way towards me. Oh no, don't come here, don't come here. To think we're in the same literature class, what a coincidence. Haha, yeah, I suppose that's lit. How was your first few days been, getting used to the school yet? It's been great, I made some really good friends. That's good to hear. Have you found a partner for the group assignment? No, not yet. Me neither. How about we partner up? Oh, I feel cold glares directed at me from the girls who surrounded Phoenix just now. Is that a no? If you'd rather partner with someone else, then... Oh, no. I'll love to work with you. It's just that, you seem to be a popular choice for a partner. Why don't you pick one of them to group up with? I glanced at the girls who were still glaring daggers at me, threatening me with their eyes. I've worked with a couple of them before, but I've never worked with you. You're pretty interesting, so I'm sure being your partner will be lots of fun. If you mean lots of fun, then that's true. Shall I take that as a yes then? Sure, if you're okay with me. Thanks, sweetheart. Sweetheart? Did he really call me that? But before my face could burn any hotter, Mrs. Wordswood, sorry, I said the other way around. Wordswood asked everyone to settle down. When Phoenix took the empty seat beside me, I could feel everyone's eyes on me. Right now, I wanted nothing more but to disappear beneath the table. I really don't get why everyone wants to sit with him, though. I mean, yeah, he's handsome and all, but why is everyone so possessive of him? Could it be that he's a literature genius? That's why everyone wants to be his partner? Name, what's wrong? Nothing. I wiped my head to the blackboard, focusing on Mrs. Wordsworth's instructions. Okay, focus. Name. Nix chose you as his partner. I can't disappoint him. All right, class, settle down now. Have you all chosen your partners? Anyone here without a partner? Silence. Though the girls' glares were enough to tell me an entire story. I imagined the million possible futures where they'll exact a full revenge arc on me, just like in those high school dramas I recently binge-watched it. Sorry, just let me drink something. On second thought, that's probably not happening. Those things only happen in fiction, right? I probably watched too many dramas. I should stop. Good. The term's topic is dramaturgy. You will be creating 3 dramaturgical, sorry, it's hard for me to say, dramaturgical pieces with your partner and reenacting them. We will be choosing the best script to perform on stage during the school festival, so make sure you do your best. You'll be sticking to the pairing until the term ends, so make sure everyone submits deliverables on time before your grades will be tight. Oh no, dramaturgy is like that, right? Dramaturgy, what even is that? I know what it is though. It's just that I'm pretty bad sometimes saying certain words. Is it related to drama? I'm horrible at drama and writing, and I'll be paired with Nix until the term ends. I hope I won't drag him down. I could hear my heart racing with anxiety as Mrs. I always say the other way around. Mrs. Wordswood explained the subject syllabus. I'm new to all these literature jargons, but Nix looked calm and composed, even answering some of Mrs. Wordswood's questions correctly. Could he be a genius at this? I could feel the pressure on me now. I just don't want to be a burden to him. Once Mrs. Wordswood finished explaining the assignment, she began calling each group to the teacher's desk. We were to draw lots to determine our respective role for the first assignment, and she took down our pairings as we did. All we could do now is to wait for our names to be called. Name, are you alright? You look pretty shaken up. Oh, yeah, I'm just nervous, I guess. My social anxiety is flaring up. I really hate group assignments. I'm sorry, if you didn't want to partner up with me, you could have just said so. We can still change pairings now. No, that's not what I meant. Sorry for the misunderstanding. I really want to be your partner. It's just that I'm new to literature and I'm scared that I'll weigh you down. I'm bad at acting too. I can't act to save my life. So if you want to get good grades, I suggest partnering up with someone else. Your grades might be dragged down because of me. Oh, so that's all it was. You got me all worried for nothing. Don't worry about getting your act together. This class is all about learning how to act anyway. Huh? Did he just try to... Yeah, I tried to make a pun there, but I guess that didn't work. That really broke your act. There you go, a smile suits a pretty face the best. Oh, don't worry about messing up. We're all here to learn. Think of it this way. If you're already good at this, then what's the point of you attending class? That's a fair point. So don't worry too much, alright? Feel free to call on me if you need my help. And if you ever feel like you're a burden, well, I'll just slack off if that makes you feel better. Thanks, Nix. You eased my worries a little. This must be why Nix is so popular choice for a partner. He's really considerate. Next group, come up to the table, please. Oh, that's us. Let's go. We walked up to the teacher's desk. Mrs. Wordswood took down our names and asked us to each draw a folded paper. I wonder what role I'm going to get. She's going to be the Jester. I reached out for a random paper and unfolded it. My heart instantly lurched when I read its contents. It read... Oh my god! You are freaking kidding me! I was joking! Jester. Honestly, I had no clue. I was just like kidding about it, you know. I got Prince. What's your role name? It's a Jester. It can't be. Why out of all the roles? Name. Yes. Are you alright? I'm still stupid thinking about it. Yeah, I'm fine. Snap out of it. Name. The Jester here doesn't refer to that Jester. I'm sure it's just a funny coincidence. My role's Jester. We can switch roles if you like. You can be Prince and I'll be the Jester. No, that's alright. In fact, I think I'll play the Jester role swimmingly. It's harder to pull off being a Prince. Yeah, I mean, it's true. It would fit her, right? Phoenix gave me a long look of concern, but eventually relented. He probably just realized how weird I am now. Alright, if you say so. After Mrs. Wordswood explained more about the first takeaway assignment, Nix and I exchanged numbers and set a day to complete the homework. But something didn't sit right with me after reading that forsaken word. I was still in a daze when I left class. The Jester. I vowed to find him, force him to undo this curse, and recover my memories while I'm still young. Otherwise, at this rate, I'll get dementia before I even hit 30. So is it like lunchtime? Name, I'm so sorry, but I forgot I had a club meeting at lunch. I won't be able to go with you to, you know what. What about our partnership as detectives? Just Matt? Oh, well, it can't be helped then. But don't forget to spill all the juicy details if you're going to spy on them, okay? And he left, just like that. After Matt left, I made sure to peel my eyes on Lynn. When Lynn shuffled to her feet to leave her seat, I bolted out of the classroom as if my life depended on it. I crouched by the fire exit staircase, a level above the spot where Lynn and Seth intended to meet, and prepared myself for some juicy eavesdropping. A few moments later, I heard a set of footsteps enter the fire staircase, followed by another. You showed up. School. These are a problem. What are they saying? I can't hear them. What's your... him? It's none of your business. I need to get closer. I can hear them that well from here. I scooted closer to the two, lowering my head as low as possible to avoid them catching a glimpse of me. Are you kidding me? It's dangerous. And is it any of your business? You little... Lynette threw a punch, but Seth caught her fist before she could land a blow. I don't know what you're imagining, but I'm not here to cause a scene. I just want to enjoy my peace, have a normal school life, just like teenagers my age. Like hell, I'll believe you. I won't let you do as you please. Lynette, leave me alone. This is my first warning. Something in Seth's voice changed, impatience leaking from his usual composed tone. Lynette slowly retracted her fist, stepping away from Seth. Seth, I still don't believe you. There's no way that Seth would enter school and be a normal high school student. What sort of tricks do you have planned this time? I told you it's really not what you think. I'm not here because of my own free will. As long as I'm here, I'm not tied to them. Trust me, I'm even more surprised to see you again after all these years. Fine, then answer me this. You've been hanging out with Name quite a bit, haven't you? Me? What do I have anything to do with this? Name, why are you bringing her into this? Yeah, why? Look, I know you're really into playing this good high school student role, but have you ever thought how your actions could affect others? What do you mean? Haven't you heard? Last night, someone broke into Name's room and threatened her with a knife. What? If I had come a second later, who knows what he'll do to her? Masked man? Turquoise hair? Red eyes? Sounds familiar. So it really was one of your friends. Suddenly gaining confidence, Lynette took another step closer to Seth. Stay away from Name from now on. You got that? Lynn, how could you say that? Any interactions you make with her would only make her a target. You don't want that to happen to her, do you? All right, I get it. I'll stay away from her from now on. Seth, but why? All of a sudden, someone opened the door behind me and I yelped as the door pushed against my butt. The sound of the door opening alerted the two and they immediately wiped their heads to my directions. Name. Hi, guys. Could it be that you heard everything? Well, a bit, I guess. Seth wordlessly slipped out of the staircase. If I hadn't kept my eyes on him, I would have thought he blended in with the shadows. Seth, wait! But he was already gone. Now that you've heard for yourself, I guess there's no hiding it from you. Name, stay away from Seth. The attack last night, it might be because you got too close to Seth. I don't get it. How did you come up with that conclusion? Oh, I said, I'm thinking about it. I said the wiping thing. It's whipping, right? I keep having this issue with this word. Irina, you need to focus. I need to start saying it in the right way. It's just I don't get it. How did you come up with that conclusion? Well, anyway, he's not the nice person you think he is. It's better if you keep your distance from him unless you want a recurrence of what happened last night. Seth is my friend. I won't break off our friendship like that without having a proper conversation with him. And you think he's the type to answer your questions honestly? Of course, we are friends. Lynn threw me a dubious glance. Without her saying anything, I knew that she knew that I knew that I stumbled on my words earlier. She's right though. In the short time I befriended Seth, he has never once shown his true thoughts. Nevertheless, I still want to believe him. I just need to talk to him. Suit yourself then, but don't say I didn't warn you. Seth, just what are you hiding? So I'm having a situation here that you know when people come and start cleaning the streets. Yeah, they are like doing that. How do you say it? That cleaning of like the weeds and all of it. It has a name. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, they are making a lot of noise. So I'm really sorry if you are getting all of that background noise. The last period of the day has ended, but I could barely concentrate on anything the teacher said. My thoughts were full of Lynn and Seth's conversation. Why did Lynn say that Seth's not a good person, and why didn't he refute it? And whoever broke into my window yesterday, was he related to Seth somehow? The masked assailant, his red eyes and knife, just imagining him made me shudder. I glanced at Lynn. I guess the quickest way is to ask her, but no, I can't do that. I just said that I would trust Seth. I know, I'll go look for him in his classroom. If I'm lucky, he hasn't left yet. Class 12F, this should be his classroom. I peeked into the room, but Seth wasn't there. Instead, there were a couple of students playing cards. Excuse me, have you seen Seth anywhere? The entire class became silent at the mention of his name. They halted their card game and all looked at me in unison. Is it just me, or do they look concerned about my question? One of the students, a girl, placed her cards on the table and walked towards me, as if not wanting the others to hear her. Why are you looking for him? Are the teachers looking for him? No, I just thought we could maybe go home together. The girl scrunched her face as if she couldn't believe what I had just said. Let me guess, you've been saved by him as well. Why is she asking me that, and as well? I guess so. He saved me when some seniors tried to pick on me. Look, he's not who you think he is. He's using innocent students like you as bait. And the bullies, they didn't dare show up to school after meeting that guy. A few were beat up so badly that the school had to call an ambulance. Do you get it now? It's better if you don't associate yourself with him any further. He's a heartless, cold-blooded fighting machine who resorts to violence just for fun. Whatever. How could you say that? He's been using his strength for good. The Seth I know would never hurt anyone just for fun. I do not actually know. It's more like I cannot take conclusions for what I know, and I cannot take conclusions for what she's saying. Do you understand? So I feel kind of like, yeah, I do not want to be the person that is talking bad about behind his back, but I also don't feel like I really want to defend him, you know? Like, I would need to know a bit more of the situation. How could you say that? He's been using his strength for good. The Seth I know would never hurt anyone, just for fun. And me, a bait? A bait for what? You have to be more specific. He's not a monster. All of you are just treating him too harshly. Oh, I've done it now. I immediately bolted for the staircase, worried that they would chase after me. But they didn't. Television. Breaking news. The Environment Preservation Party of Barley Island is demonstrating at the Parliament House for the third time this week. Authorities have tightened security in Locust City to prevent demonstrations from escalating. Citizens are advised to steer clear of protests and immediately report to the police department at the site of suspicious gatherings. It's happening again, huh? The Environment Preservation Party, or EPP for short, is the second most popular political party in Barley Island. I'm not too well versed in politics, but I know that their agendas revolve around preserving the environment. That automatically makes them adverse to the current ruling party, the People's Academia Party, which prioritizes research and development of the flora and fauna found in Barley Island. This year marks their third consecutive loss to the Academia in the election. That's probably why they held so many protests. I don't get politics. Why can't they just work together? Yeah, because there's a lot of capitalism involved, name. Yeah, that's why. It's a game of power and economy and ambition and all of it. I was waiting for Seth as I ate my dinner in the dorm's canteen, staring blankly at the television. Maybe he's not even getting dinner tonight. I was hoping I could talk to him to sort things out, but what could I do if the man in question is nowhere to be seen? Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, maybe he's eating dinner late. Hey, you girl over there. Dinner time is over. Step aside so I can clean the tables. Oops, it's that late already? Sorry, I'll return to my room now. In the end, there were still no signs of Seth, and I returned to my room empty-handed. I entered the room to the sight of Lynette doing push-ups on the floor. Name, you're home late today. I was just about to find you if you came a minute later. Like, it's like so awkward that she's like so friendly when we just met her like a day before or something. Do you understand? It's like she knows us from since middle school or something. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Thanks for worrying about me, Lynn. I just had a long dinner. Wait, were you waiting for Seth? The guilty expression on my face gave Lynn her answer. She placed her hand on my shoulder. Hey, don't look so glum. Maybe you can catch him tomorrow morning. Oh, she's not scolding me. Now go and do your homework. I'm dumb at math, so I need to copy you. Explains it. We have another chapter. Chapter 5. Hey, Name, have you chosen which club you want to join yet? Not yet. What about you? I'm here on a sports scholarship, specifically for swimming, so I'm already in the swimming club. But I'm thinking of joining another one, something to take the stress off my shoulders, you know? Then let's look around the club festival together. You might find something that you like. Sounds good. The school's foyer was peppered with posters, stands, and booths decorated to suit each club's activities. Club representatives were calling out to anyone who passed their booths, passing flyers and even freebies. I was just in the middle of accepting the Wind Assemble Club's keychain when a representative of a bodybuilding club called me out. Yo, you look like you can use a bit of weightlifting to get those gains. Is he calling me fat? No, I think he's calling you skinny. The student handed me a pack of protein powder. Thanks, but I really don't. Don't be shy. Bulking is for everyone. Our mission is to make all students in Marney High, no, the entire world, have 8 packs. Everyone has the chance to be a better version of themselves. That's right, yeah! The other members from the bodybuilding club started flexing behind the booth, showing off their incredible muscles. This earned excited squeals and applause from the other students. Maybe not for now. Thanks for this, though. Not joining them? They look friendly. They are a bit rowdy for my liking. The introvert in me is begging to run away. It's fine. You'll find a club that you like. I think Marney High has over 70 clubs, so... 70? That many? I heard it only takes 3 members and an advisor to start a club, so there's a lot of clubs with just a few members. Plus, it's common for students here to be involved in more than one club. What activities do you prefer to do, Name? Maybe we can start from there and narrow it down. I like... She likes puns. It's true. Well, she doesn't appear to be like the sports type. I wouldn't know about music. Arts and crafts may not be her thing. I mean, you kind of like just want to put puns because that's the thing she does the most. Yeah. I knew you'll say that. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a pun club in Marney High. How about we make our own? Great idea. Anyway, let's go check out the clubs on this floor first. Let's see, according to the map here, this floor showcases the Otome Club, Occult Club, and Weeb Club. Which one do you want to check out first? So this is like drama, it's like occult, Weeb is probably more like like she doesn't like drama, right? And although she probably would fit more in here, I kind of want to go to the occult one. We stopped by the occult club's booth. You usually have really weird people in the occult club too. To bet. Aptly decorated with eerie dolls and questionable equipment. Welcome to the occult club. Cool, what do you guys do? We explore all things supernatural, anything that can be seen with our own eyes. That's very vague. Sounds like a sham to me. Just recently we heard rumors that there is an alien roaming around disguised as a human. They will appear at your balcony entrance. What? They will appear at your balcony entrance. Oh, entrance. I was reading something else. Entrance you with their charm and force you to be their roommate. How scandalous. Is that like how we feel about Lynette? I don't know. An alien roommate, huh? There's no way that's real. You'll never know. Who knows that your roommate is actually an alien in disguise? Maybe the real person has been long gone. Name, I'm scared. What if Raiko is... And what if Lynn is... Wait, that explains why she's been missing for 3 days. No way! We quickly backed away from the occult club, not because we're scared, mind you. Yeah, it's not because of that at all. After exploring a plethora of booths, I decided to sit on a nearby bench to rest my aching legs while Matt continued to visit other booths in hopes to get more freebies. Gosh, if only I had half of Matt's energy. Just then, I caught a familiar face. Oh, is that... Nix? Name! It's been a while since I saw you. How's your first week been? Pretty fun so far, still struggling with studies. The rumors weren't lying about Marney High having a more rigorous academic curriculum. Tell me about it. I've studied here for a while now, but I still fail my exams sometimes. Fail your exams? No way! Oh, it's pretty common knowledge, actually. I'm not the best at studying. I think everyone knows that. But what happens if you keep failing the exams? That's the unique thing about Marney High, you see. We're not assessed through our academic grades alone. We're also assessed by the club activities we do. Oh, so that's why student clubs are given so much importance here. Yes, even you fail your exams, you could still pass a course if you are heavily involved in a school club, especially if you're one of the executive committees. And here's a tip for you. They are more lenient with students who participate in community service clubs or those that have a positive societal impact. Community service clubs, huh? I think I saw quite a few earlier. There's the Tree Lovers Club, Fabric Recycling Club, the Water Conservation Club, and the Questionable Dung Club. I was actually kind of interested in the latter, but I'm a bit worried about hygiene. The Dung Club actually won a few awards from the Bahrainian government last year for inventing a potent fertilizer made of human waste. God. Really? That's amazing. You know, we are talking about this. But I don't know if it's like in Africa that they have a really good fertilizer that it's based not on animal poop but on human poop, and it's like a really premium fertilizer. Okay, like it's really good. I'm not joking. You can search about it. Do I have to question how they exactly collect their materials? A word of caution though, better steer clear of clubs that deal with anything related to nature conservation. Huh? Why? Just, politics? Oh, could it be related to the preservist movement? But that's not something I should ask about in public. A mere mention of it would raise eyebrows. So Nix, what clubs are you in? Quite a few, actually. Maybe I should take a break or something. Quite a few, actually. The drama club, dance club, a cappella club. Wow, that's a lot. Oh well, I joined Maya's newly formed service club called Marney Helping Hands, otherwise abbreviated as MHH. Actually, you came at a perfect time. I'm helping Maya in manning MHH booth over there. Wanna check it out? Sure. I followed Nix back to the crowded club exhibition and made our way to MHH booth, where Maya was waving eagerly at us. Took your own sweet time, huh? It's your first day as a member and you're already slacking off? Oh, sorry. I wasn't slacking off, I was busy charming potential members. See, I brought a potential recruit. Hi there. Oh, Name, it's great to see you again. I told you to come to the student council office, but you never came. Sorry, things were a bit busy. I promise I'll drop by soon. Well, I'm sure Nix has told some things about this club, but I'll explain a little bit more. We're a newly formed social service club with a focus on interacting with the so-called outcasts of society. Our club activities include visiting and providing free educational programs for orphanages, elderly homes, and special needs schools. Once you're a member, you'll be volunteering at least once a week, but don't worry, we won't have any activities during exam periods so you can focus on your studies. So how about it? Want to join us? Sure, sign me up. I think it sounds fun. Perfect, thank you so much. She does? I think she's just going along. Do you understand? Like, I don't know. She doesn't seem like the type, and she may not be like the best to do some kind of orientation when she's like joking all the time and making puns. I don't know. Now, if you could fill in your contact details here. Maya handed me a tablet and I typed my details in. We have a club meeting next week. I'll mail you the details later. Gotcha, thanks. I'm supposed to be the one thanking you. This is the first time I started a club and I'm honestly worried that I won't be able to recruit enough people. But now that you're here, I think everything will go well. You're doing great, Maya. I'm sure this club will help a lot of people, and I felt a wave of motivation rising in my chest. I'm excited to help people as much as I can. My, I think I found myself a reliable partner. It's hard to find someone with your enthusiasm these days. Everyone only focuses on themselves and pay no attention to others. But you, on the other hand, you might be able to spark a change. Her words resonate like a bell in my heart. Would I really be able to change others and myself? Name, there you are. I was looking everywhere for you. Matt. Oh, have you decided to join a service club? I just signed it up. I see. Was it just me, or did Matt just glare at Nix just now? Would you like to join the club with me, Matt? Oh, I'll love to, but I wouldn't be able to join club activities that are situated off campus. I met Coach just now and he gave me an earful after I said I might join other clubs. You have swimming training every day, don't get sidetracked by other clubs, is what he said. Ouch, you've got it tough. Anyway, the Water Conservation Club is showing a demo on recycling urine into drinkable water. If we're lucky, we can even get a sample. Really? That sounds so cool. Yeah, we definitely can't miss this. Let's go. Matt pulled me by the hand and dragged me away. Catch you later, Maya Nix. Maya Nix waved me goodbye. How cute. This is why I love transfer students. I feel a bit sorry for her. She doesn't know what she's been pulled into. Don't forget that you're in it too. Doesn't mean that I'll tolerate all your antics. You better hold your end of the deal, otherwise I won't uphold mine. So the rumors are true. Maya Marney is the perfect representation of pretty on the outside and rotten in the inside. Remember when they first met that I was like, oh, sometimes people are like this, really welcoming and all, but then they have another face. What did you just say? But hey, who's to judge? I'm just as rotten in the inside, if not worse. Yes, another day of school is over. I can't believe it's already Friday. Matt, Raiko, Line, let's go home together. Alright, let me just pack my bag. I'm done packing. I'm done packing 10 minutes ago. Yay, that's the spirit. Raiko, I'm begging you to pack your bag before I beg you instead. Oh, triple pun. Another excellent joke, Name. I expected nothing more from you. Nothing less, you mean? I meant what I said. There seems to be a commotion outside. I wonder what's going on. I turned to the door and heard the sound of girls giggling and squealing. Moments later, a tuft of pink hair peeked through the classroom doorway, scanning the room until our eyes met. Oh, name, there you are. Nix? Phoenix wove through the crowds, entering our classroom. I was wondering if you want to work on the literature assignment together. I have work on the weekends, so today's the only day I'm free. I think there's like a little thing in there. Oh, darn it. I almost forgot about our homework. I turned to Matt, Raiko, and Lean. Sorry guys, but I have to complete my literature assignment with Nix. I promise I'll walk home with you next time. Well, sure, that's fine. It's not like we can't go home without you. No! Name! I can't go home without you! I stand to be corrected. Why are you leaving us for a random nobody? We promised to walk home together, and I promised I'll never leave your side. Yeah, how dare you ditch me for someone else with pink hair? Pink is supposed... Yeah, because I was like thinking, but she has pink hair too. Pink is supposed to be my color. That's besides the point. Sorry guys, Nix is my literature partner. The assignment is due on Monday, so we'll have to finish it by today. No! Name! Don't leave me. Lynn put her hand on Matt's shoulder and shook her head dramatically. Matt, I know how you feel, but sometimes to love is to let go. No, I can't accept this. Name! Alright, that's enough of that. We'll hold him back, so hurry up and go before he throws a tantrum. Why is Matt suddenly so protective? And you? Don't you dare harm my precious roommate, pink boy. Or else... I promise I'll bring her back before curfew, mother-in-law and father-in-law. What? Huh? Let's go, sweetheart. Before I could say anything else, Nix had already led me to the doorway, leaving my friends confused in the classroom. No, Name left us. It isn't like you to be so possessive, Matt. What do you mean? He's been sticking to Name like glue ever since they saw each other. But on a more serious tone, you need to give my girl some space. It's not like you're her boyfriend or anything. Well, he's more like an overprotective dad. I know. I think I worry about her too much. Anyway, I think I've seen that guy somewhere before. Is he an actor or something? He is? I didn't know that. Doesn't mean that he can be trusted. Calm down, they are just doing homework. How dangerous can it be? Like, I don't know. Someone save me. I'm dying. Name, over here. Nix grabbed my hand, leading me away from the stampede of girls chasing us. So that was what was going on. This is insane. Why are they chasing us? We ran across the street, our footsteps echoing loudly against the cobblestone, warning passerby to move aside. A few even had their phones ready to take videos of the entire spectacle. I glanced at the crowd behind me. They continued chasing us, showing no signs of stopping. I feel like I'm in a zombie movie, except that the zombies are fast. I'm so sorry for bringing you into this, Name. They must be my fangirls with a few stalkers in the mix. What? This way. That's terrible, honestly. And you do kind of have like people that, I don't know, they kind of get insane with the fan thing. You know, they really get insane. You do know that there are like some fans out there that even try to get into their favorite actors and stuff, like into their homes. Like, it's like what's going on with people, honestly? Like, I think when you cross that line, you probably have an issue. Like, you have a psychological issue. I'm sorry, but it is true. You start, like, when you cross that line, you are having some kind of issue. We swerved into an alley and crouched behind a stack of cardboard boxes, staying out of the pursuer's line of sight. Nix crouched in front of me, extending his arm to shield me in a protective manner. I struggled to catch my breath as we waited for them to run past us. I'm really sorry if you are hearing background sound. As I told you, like, people are working outside. We were so close that I could hear his breath and the faint whiff of his cologne. He smells nice. When the last footsteps finally faded away, we simultaneously let out a sigh of relief. They finally lost track of us. I'm really sorry that I made you run for your life there, Name. This is definitely not how I wanted our first outing to be. Yeah, I didn't expect it to turn into a marathon either. But what's going on? Why are you being chased by girls and stalkers? Are you secretly a famous idol or something? Well, not as famous as an idol, no. I work part-time as a model and occasionally do a bit of acting. Wow, a model and actor? That's so cool. It's not as cool as you think. It's difficult juggling between schools and work. And occurrences like stalking and chasing are everyday struggles for me. I would stop to give out autographs sometimes, but I didn't want to keep you waiting. Oh, you didn't have to. So now that they are gone, would you like to go to my place? Your place? No. It's too soon for that, isn't it? Too soon? I mean, we just met and all. Is it too soon for us to do homework? You do know that the deadline's on Monday, right? Oh, homework. Of course. Sorry. I didn't read the rest. Can I see it somewhere in here? Is it like in here? Of course, right. Okay, that's it. Of course it's to do homework. Or were you expecting something else? No. My face must have been completely red by then, and Nix must have noticed because he moved away and put a comfortable distance between us. Sorry, sweetheart, I just can't resist teasing you. This is not good for my heart. But I'm serious about inviting you over. I'm not too fond of being seen in public, especially with a girl at night, if you get what I mean. Oh, you're right. That could spark rumors. Clearly, we can't stay in public places unless we want a repeat of that to happen again. Man, doing homework with a famous model comes with its own set of challenges. Where should we go then? I guess we could study at... the alley? A restaurant? My place. Let's make it less intimate, so a restaurant. Maybe we can study at the restaurant or a cafe, because we already noticed that there's something going on in here, and I do not know if I want to be just alone with him. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. Like, the sound is just crazy outside. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Since the mic is set to kind of like to grab my voice, but I don't know if you're hearing or not, but it's just going crazy. And since we are going so much into the demo, maybe I'll just kind of like end it in here because we already saw quite a lot, but I'm really liking it. I think like this was probably like there was another one that I really like. It was the Alaris one. I also really liked that one. But it was more because I really liked the writing too. But this one is feeling like so fluid, so much what I was telling you about of what makes a VN, and especially an Otome, okay? So I am completely recommending this one, even if we do not finish the demo today, okay? Because it's getting insane with the sound in here. So yeah, let's just try to do a little bit of more of this part. Maybe you can study at the restaurant or cafe. Both of them are public spaces though. I'm not a popular figure yet, but there's a chance of... Yeah, but there's that, yeah, because he keeps being stalked. Yeah. But there's a chance some people may still recognize me. Right. Well, I'm all out of options then. I mean, there are other places that they can go. Actually, I do know a place. It's quiet and not many people go there at this timing. Oh. Well, let's go, shall we? Nix brought me to a pub nestled in the bustling promenade district. From the front, the place looked desolated, as if it was out of business, but it was surprisingly clean inside and clearly still in operation. Greeting us was a stocky, middle-aged lady who was busy cleaning the counter. My, why if it isn't the Phoenix Edelnight? It's been a while, Lady Dahlia. It's been so long since you last visited that I thought your stardom had made you forget all about us. Oh, please. How could I forget a pretty face like yours? Still ever the charmer, I see, as expected of my best student. Student, huh? Is this Nick's teacher? Nick sure has many acquaintances. After a brief exchange of pleasantries, the woman who Nix called Lady Dahlia turned to me, gazing at me from top to bottom. I stood there fidgeting, not really sure of what to say or do. And who is this adorable little lady? Oh, apologies, I forgot to introduce the two of you. Lady Dahlia, this is Name, my classmate. Name, this is Lady Dahlia, she used to be my teacher. Hi, my name is Name, nice to meet you. Why, it's a pleasure to meet you too, darling. You sure brought in a cutie. Did you finally find the one? No, she's just a friend. So, what brought you here? Actually, we came here to find a place to finish our assignment. I was wondering if you'll let us stay here till business is open. Why, of course, it's the least I could do after all you've done for us. Make yourself comfortable, sweeties. I'll get you some drinks. Perfect, thanks a lot. Oh no, please don't trouble yourself. But she had disappeared into the back of the kitchen, leaving Nix and I alone in the empty pub. Sorry about that, you must have felt awkward. No, not at all. I was just wondering how you got to know her. Actually, I used to work here until I got scouted into a modeling agency. But this is just a secret between you and me, okay? Okay. Wow, he sure has a ton of work experience. But working in a pub at such a young age, is there more to his story? Interrupting me from my train of thoughts, Nix laid out the literature assignments on the table. Right, let's get to the task. We're supposed to create a short script with the roles assigned to us, right? The prince and the jester, huh? Where should we begin? Maybe we can start by setting the character's personality and backstory. Whenever I think of Jester, all I could see is the jester who cursed me. But I can't tell Nix about that. He'll think I'm delusional. Better think of something real quick. My character is mysterious, edgy, and incredibly punny. Her name is Namelius the High Jester, Master of Puns and Delusions, a title earned from cracking over 1 billion jokes. But it was all a facade. In fact, she's hiding a deep, dark secret. She's actually a spy sent by the neighboring enemy country. Whoa, nice plot twist. Name, you can totally be a screenwriter. Well, that's all I can think of right now. What about your character, Nyx? Nyx would make him like a dark prince, wouldn't it? I guess he could be the shy and lonely second prince hiding behind the first prince's shadows, who falls in love with a jester. I don't think that romance subplot is necessary. It's just going to make reenacting it awkward. Alright, we can scrap that part then. I'm surprised you made the prince a shy and lonely type. I thought you'd make him more like you. A little challenge makes all the learning worthwhile, don't you think? I mean, he actually might be that type, and he's just hiding behind a facade, you know. There's no fun in acting as someone who's too similar to you. That's the joy of theatrics. I see. I almost forgot he's a bona fide actor. This must be child's play for him. Now to think of a plot to base our script on. We make the prince and Jester work together to solve a conspiracy. Maybe that will work? Good idea. How about having the first prince kidnapped before the coronation ceremony? There's a possibility that the culprit is among the royal family. So the king and queen ask the second prince and the jester to solve the mystery together. How's that? That sounds amazing. I would totally binge watch 5 seasons of that. Oh my god. Really? Feeling inspired, Nyx and I immediately go to work. We open our laptops, shared a document, and began writing our dialogues sequentially. Of course, with the entire medieval premise, we had to transform our colloquial dialogues into Old English. Lady Dahlia came by several times to give us refreshments, some cookies, fruit punches, and fried bites. Really, she brought a lot of things. And they weren't even open. And I must say, the truffle fries here are delicious. Nyx gave helpful feedback throughout the writing session and even encouraged me to write jokes I've never thought of. You can afford to add more puns in this part. Right. We are finally done with our first script. Hooray! Yeah, that was faster than I thought. Thanks for being my partner, Nyx. I didn't know writing a script could be so much fun. I had fun too. To be honest, I was worried that you felt overwhelmed by the assignment, so I'm glad to know that you're enjoying it. Thanks for being my partner, sweetheart. Oh, I've been meaning to ask this, but do you call everyone a sweetheart? Oh, sorry, does that bother you? Force of habit, I guess. Force of habit. If it's bothering you, I'll just call you by your name. No, it's fine. It's just then Lady Dahlia popped by our table. Sorry to interrupt you too, but our first wave of customers is coming. You should leave soon. We don't want to give customers the wrong impression that we're serving underage students, seeing that you're still in your uniform and all. Right, we should get going. Name, let's go before the crowd arrives. Okay. Yeah, I'm really thinking about probably just ending in here after like this day. Nyx walked me back to the station and thankfully I returned to the dorms before curfew. I almost forgot about curfew. If I return later than the curfew, I'll get a penalty point and might have to face disciplinary action. Lynette was still in her uniform when I entered our room. It seemed like she was waiting for me. Name, where have you been? It's so late. I was seconds away from scouring the city to find you. Don't worry, Lynn. I'm fine. Yeah, it's pretty late, but at least I made it back before curfew. Curfew. We have curfew? Lynn? Anyway, guess what? Raiko almost got caught stealing 2 cartons of milk during dinner. You should have seen his face heating up into a red ball of shame. It was hilarious. Oh no, I missed such a beautiful moment. I hope it happens again so I could see it firsthand. And so my first week at Marney High flew by just like that. It was more eventful than I anticipated, and I certainly didn't expect to make a lot of new friends. After cleaning up and writing today's diary entry, I decided to listen to some music before I get to bed. I scrolled through my playlist before choosing my favorite band of all time, Paper Sirens. Their songs have always cheered me up whenever I feel overwhelmed. Unfortunately, there have been rumors of their disbandment ever since their lead singer disappeared. Nothing lasts forever, huh? Drowsiness started to creep into me after listening to some songs, and I decided it was time for me to shut eye. Good night, me. I can't wait for another fun day tomorrow. Yeah, we do have more. I'm sorry, we are probably going to end up in here. Why? Because I do not have time. I'm going to okay. I don't even know where do I. Is it in here? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, it's in. I suppose this is like auto skip. This is like the log. Settings, home. Okay. I mean, I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it quite a lot, and so I'm thinking maybe we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, because yeah, I'm starting to not have more time for this. Yeah, I do not know if I can tomorrow. Anyway, whether I bring it or not, you can always yeah, let's make it like that. I'm going to end it in here. You can also play the demo and experience the game yourself. So I'm going to leave the link down below, as I usually do. And I have to tell you, I am really enjoying this one. And I think it's because it's very immersive. You know, it's not that I'm I wouldn't say that, oh, because I'm very interested in one of them. It's just that it's been very immersive. And this is what you want from a visual novel, you know. That's it. It's funny that I was telling you about in the beginning. And this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about. Tons of dialogues. Tons of monologues also of our main character talking to herself and thinking about things, and you only have, in terms of narrative, you only have some descriptions that are needed to point out certain things, you know. So this is the real base of a visual novel. This is it, and you have it in here. So I'm really recommending this one. This one is not out yet. I do not know if they have a Kickstarter or something going on. I do not know, because I got the demo on Steam. But you can maybe search on itch.io or something. I don't know. Or the Kickstarter. I mean, the Kickstarter. That's what I mean. I don't know if they have it or not. Let me see. Maybe they even have an indication in here. Yeah, they do. Yeah, Kickstarter campaign is live. So yeah, if you really liked it, I would say, yeah, I mean, go for it. And apparently, I do think they might be thinking about bringing voice acting too, from what I'm seeing in here. Yeah, they're probably thinking about bringing, which would be really cool, you know. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to put description and all of it. I'm really sorry that I'm not going to continue, but I cannot because I need to leave. So that's it. I really enjoyed this one, and I hope to bring, you know, a lot more games in the next days. I'll see tomorrow if I can continue a little bit more of this one. I'll see it. I honestly cannot promise that. Okay, so I prefer to just tell you that this is it, because I do not know if I'm going to be able or not. So thank you very much for being in there. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.